So, hello and welcome anyone watching this, whether past, present, or future. Um, I say that to get the intro out of the way because I'm going to talk about something more important. That's right, One Week by Bare Naked Ladies. Um, yeah, okay, I was like seeing if I am streaming because my other computer wasn't showing it. Um, but yeah, so we got to a off-stream topic of that, and I just wanted to mention that me and Lux from Voldemidas one day just went to a very deep dive on all the lyrics to One Week and tried to do a deep analysis of it. And it's probably one of the most fun moments I've had. Especially because a lot of the references are to people who are not around at all in the modern context. So there was a lot of looking up of who the fuck is this guy?
You also got to realize they're Canadian,
Ooh, you're right.
so there's also a cultural lexicon there that at least I, as an American, do not have.
Hmm. See, I lived in a Canada adjacent place, but not quite Canada.
Well, you know the whole thing about Canadian music, right?
Is that it's specifically Canadian, and
No,
like it's a
there's
big deal in Canada.
there's an actual government grant fund for Canadian music, and
Yeah,
Canadian radio stations have to play at least 70% Canadian music.
good to know that America isn't the only nationalist thing here in the Western Hemisphere.
But it was because
Yeah,
but it's because in the 70s Canadian music wasn't being played as much on the radio because American music was just so dominant. So it was basically a way to help support the music industry
mm-hmm.
in their own neighborhood. But Bare Naked Ladies are,
Not ladies, and in fact are fully clothed.
yes, but are,
That sounds like false advertising.
but are one of the most important bands in Canadian history.
Really?
Yeah, like legitimately, they're a one-hit wonder here in America. They are a multi-platinum band in Canada, multiple hits, different eras that people pick their favorite.
Now, I'm gonna hold you up right the fuck there, because um, Bare Naked Ladies is a two-hit wonder actually. Because yeah, I was a kid when Chicken Little came out, and the opening song "One Little Slip" by Bare Naked Ladies is also a bop, and it got into a Disney film. So,
Well, I mean, they've had several hits. They had One Week. They had Pinch Me.
well, I'm talking about
Uh,
here in the states.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
Uh,
song was playing in the front yard? I don't remember the line except for that. I'm still trying to figure out which song it is that I know about them because I know at least one song, but none of the
It
lyrics.
may be one
None of the
week.
ones I'm thinking.
they also did a cover of "Lovers in a Dangerous Place."
Hmm.
Oh, "Lovers in a Dangerous Place" is one of my favorite songs. It's basically like, "Hey, your lover's in a dangerous place. Fuck, we gotta get better."
For a minute, I was just taking it very literally and going like, "Man, this sounds like I don't know, fucking Orpheus or some shit." When it's like, "Oh no, my girlfriend's dead. Our love's in a very dangerous place right now."
No, no, it's like the bridge chorusy bits of the song. It's like, if your lover's in a dangerous place, make it feel as if your love's a crime. Um, and there's another line, and then you gotta kick out the darkness so it bleeds daylight. Basically,
Oh
you gotta fucking
shit.
fight till it's not bleak anymore.
Oh fuck. Was not expecting those kinds of bubble bars. Oh, I don't want to add everyone in Roomy server. No, didn't mean to copy and paste that one.
Everyone on my server,
It's
yeah.
well, it's too late. I already felt too self-conscious about it, even though you're technically on the platform.
The platform.
No, you see, I got that moment of like, oh no. It asked me if I wanted to add 47 other people. I'm like, Maybe not on my server. Or maybe if it's not my server.
I worry about adding everyone on my own server.
Yeah, no, you see, if it's my own server, it's like, you're in my house. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna add all of you. But it's like, I'm in someone else's house. It's like, what am I gonna do? Add someone?
Just run into every room in the house saying, "Hey, hey."
Yeah, like, my brain has, like, a lot of, like, ADHD, like, anxiety, like, arbitrary rules. Like, for example, if I'm talking to my parents or something, a text makes me, like, super fucking anxious because I feel like you have to make a text only so long, or else, like, people will complain about your, like, over explaining things or, like, just saying a lot of words and everything. It's like, okay, I can't text and I can't call because I would feel way more nervous. But if I send an email, I can do all the things I normally do, and my brain says that's okay.
And then you wonder why a week later nobody sends you back.
Well, I have told them, like,
It's
they're.
not 1999 anymore.
Mhm. I'll have you know, it's been 1 year in 1999. I don't know about you guys.
I did.
Dude, did you spend the 4-year program there?
Oh, I spent the whole time getting ready for Y2K.
Oh, buddy, I was too young to even conceptualize Y2K.
I knew it was.
Y2K, he's my cousin.
Everyone had expectations.
Honestly, Boingo, if you did have a cousin, I would, in all honesty, believe if you just said your cousin's name was Y2K.
He's a robot, so you know.
No, I'm talking about, like, I'm going beyond the facade here. Like, I've taken off the box head of Boingo Rider, and I see the real man, the real being, the flesh behind the screen,
Oh,
and
you're shooting.
I'm shooting directly at you right now. And I would not be surprised if Boingo happened to have someone related to him, known as currently or formerly Y2K.
I'm sorry to disappoint, but a lot of my family is like somewhat just like urban southern people. Like my cousin's up in New York doing music.
See, that does not see it connects back to Y2K. Perfect name for a stage name. Like, I don't know, Boingo, the more you say, the more you're feeding the fire here. Like, yeah, your direct bloodline, of course, yeah, no. But, like, it's the offshoots.
Offshoots like a polyp to a sponge.
Yes. Alright, I think we had a very good, appropriate amount of faffing. Yeah, I did, yes. Thoroughly faffed. Oh no, sir. I'm thoroughly faffed for this evening. Yeah. But, yes. So, you may ask yourself, how did I get here? No, we're not talking more about music. We're gonna ask ourselves what happened last time.
Where's my beautiful wife? Where's my beautiful house?
Letting the days go by.
Oh, you went with the Kermit version.
Yeah, I threw a curveball there.
See, I was thinking of the G-Man version.
I don't even know that version.
G-Man from the Half a Life.
No, I've never really been in the Half-Life cult myself. But what I have been through is the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. That's right, back at it again with the smooth transitions. So you may ask yourself, what happened last time with the Wild Beyond Witchlight? Because you know what? Maybe you're a wild card and decided to watch our stream on the 7th session live. And you know what? I respect that. Well, in case you're one of those people, I'll let you know. So, last time with the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, the gang met up with a particular goblin named Jingle Jangle, with the purpose of freeing a fairy dragon named Sir Talavir from a little cage they successfully were able to negotiate reasonable things like, hey, do you want like an apple? And they were like, yes, I would Jingle Jing would very much like apple. You had a nice trade. You also gave this goblin an existential crisis that everything will turn into crabs, including her keys, which had made her have great fear that she did not know she could comprehend. Um, Aside from that, you guys decided before going over to Downfall to take care of the Bunny Brigand problem, due to the fact that their whole stealing thing, when thievery is not supposed to be allowed out here in this part of the Feywild. You guys go up to their series of marsh and bridges. Were able to sneak on by, resolve a argument between two will-o-wisps over their shoe debacle. Able to sleep some guards, take some out. And when you encountered the big boss of the area, you got in a bit of a tussle. Surprisingly, our invisible fighting expert was cut off guard when he was not ready for only him to not see this long scarfed boss after being hit by a special brand, leading to everyone else casting entanglement and slowly but surely doing the get him maneuver onto the big boss. And in doing so, Grizz has committed his first kill, his first genuine I killed a man moment at the nice lovely age of,
You know it.
well, in canon, first confirmed genuine bloodthirsty kill.
Moida.
Well, no, this is more self-defense. If we were in a court of law, it would be excused.
Moida with a different flavor.
He stabbed my dad, so I ate his face.
Yeah, you know.
Equivalent.
It's like a Chicago-style pizza.
It's
a little bit different.
it's just deeper, you know.
Much
But yeah, and we sort of ended off the session with you know, coping a little bit with the fact that, you know, he killed a man. And also you can't even take his fucking scarf. It's attached onto the boy, this 15-foot long blue scarf. Can't even share it amongst the group. It'd be such a bad taste.
Rather good.
Indeed, my good sir. Yes, also I'm in the wrong window to uphold a music change. So I will now uphold a music change as we are going back to the main game itself instead of let's see. Where was my Danganronpa music that I was using for my travel, my generic world music? No, I'm just scrolling around.
Keep scrolling. What? Keep scrolling. What?
Yeah.
I know y'all be loving this shit right here. LIMB. Biscuits right here.
Oh, excuse me for a moment. I'm just gonna mute myself. Sorry, my cousin came in and was like, "Hey, did you do a thing?" I was like, "Oh no, I'm doing the thing in the morning."
We heard.
Oh, I thought I.
You probably muted for chat, but you didn't mute for.
Oh no! That's actually very reasonable. That is exactly what I did. Oh no, you know I have a cousin. You've heard her voice.
I was like,
All right, I've done the same.
what? Didn't know. I mean,
There it is.
because you're a DM. Admittedly.
I have several vocal cords actually.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna move you guys back to the hither world map. I will shift. I will ping. Oh, I should fix this. I should fix this situation. Oh, da bonk.
There we go. There we go.
All right.
Not the bad.
So after getting.
X marks the spots. There's treasure in his chest.
Oh fuck, you're right. You open up his chest. There's like 5 billion gold.
And a friendship along the way.
Could you give me a small favor, Pan, and look at the Grizz token on the other map and tell me how much is in my blue bar?
Oh yeah, I could do that. Your blue bar is 0.
No, my green bar.
Your green bar, well, those are 2 very different colors. That is 11.
They're not different colors in Japan.
They're reversed, you asshat. At least according to the Pokemon translation. Both manga and video game.
No, I mean traditionally there was not a differentiation between the colors green and blue. They use the same word.
Huh.
Oh, kind of like orange.
I was gonna say, like how orange was before, they were like, oh fuck, I guess we're gonna name this color after this fruit. Cause like, this color keeps on showing up.
Yeah.
Alright. So.
That came from a robot. I'm sure it's been fact checked already.
The word for green did eventually get named. There's
Yeah.
a color that's not green.
Whoa!
I mean, yeah, because I think it was mostly Western influence. It was like, oh, you guys have different words. Fuck it, I guess we'll make a different word.
Yeah, different words? Aw, dude, what if you totally didn't, though?
I mean, it makes total sense. They had to do it for Super Sentai eventually.
Hmm.
The only reason to do it.
Yeah, only reason. But, right now, your next location is right over here towards the town of Downfall, where you guys know lies a particular hag that is part of a covenant that has caused the problems that started you go on this wacky little adventure here.
Wacky. Also, apparently, chat can't hear us.
Oh?
Oh.
How can...
It said, Roland says.
Alright, I put your audio a
players
bit
are
higher
almost
up.
in
Hope
audio.
that helped.
All right. Well, I'm talking now.
Yeah,
Are
testing.
we able? Testing. 1, 2, 3. While in the process of testing, I will ask my question of Pan. Pan, did we get a little short rest?
You may if
Yeah,
you
sure,
decide
let's
to.
I would
We'll just
like
sit
to
amongst-
decide that we take a little short rest.
Alright, I
So
will
that
allow...
so I can have more bear
We
time.
I probably needed a little rest because I got fucking stabbed.
Yeah, I gave you good berries for that.
Yeah.
Great.
You should be. I gave
No,
out
I
good
think
berries
I
to
think
get
I
a
got
hit
back to
point
full,
special.
but I'm still playing him as if he got stabbed. It's the indignity of it. It's just like
Yeah,
Fair
that's-
enough.
I got stabbed.
Also, Roland, to the Roland, this is Danganronpa 2 music.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the guy who did the Digimon music did this, right? That's the way-
news
that's
to
the way you
me.
should
Digimon,
recognize
so I
it,
believe
right?
you.
That's
No, you
news
did.
to me. I have
Digimon
not looked
Cyber
into
Sleuth.
I did not look into the composer of Danganronpa 2, so I wouldn't know. Or just Danganronpa in general, because it's all the same composer.
Mhm.
But anyway, so
I have refreshed my wild shape, so if any of you have short rest stuff, I've declared that we have taken
Oh,
one.
yeah. Okay, so that would be
Thank goodness.
spell
Yeah, so you
slots.
can roll-
What?
no, the spell slots are a
No, I-
long rest thing, unless if you are like a wizard
Well-
or maybe some druid.
Ah, I am not. Therefore,
Yeah.
I will not refresh my
Yeah.
spell slot.
Yeah, druids don't get spells; they just get wild shape on short rest.
Well, unless you're a Circle of the Land, where it's like you're like, hey, do you want to be a wizard but not? Do you want to be a druid but like be kind of a wizard?
You want to be a wizard that smokes a lot of weed?
Oh, yeah, they get- I didn't
I
realize
already
they
am.
get I didn't realize that Circle of the Lamb got arcane recovery.
They do, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you can roll hit dice that you have.
Everyone should be at
let you
full
add,
health.
would let you add Constitution modifier to it. And yeah, is there anything you guys want to do in this short rest? Any little moments you want to have? As you have, or is you're like spending this hour to rest upon this?
Fiver would be helping anyone tend to their wounds since he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, oh, you're stabbed. Like, I know good berries are pretty good, but you did get stabbed. Did you stuff the berries into the wound? Because I don't think that's a good idea. They're edibles only.
No, but I have been poking it a bit, and every time I poke it, it stings.
That's a sign you should stop poking it. As a doctor, I can attest that that is a sensory experience designed to keep you alive.
He just
Poke
pokes
it
it
for
again.
Unless you like
Ow.
pain, then that's your choice.
Unless you're more of a pain guy.
Pat, are you okay?
Chat, I have full HP still.
Yeah, but like emotionally, I know you really wanted that scarf.
And the scarf will come and go, but it is a bit of a confusing after the fight. Like, I'm used to just taking what I want off the battlefield.
And this gosh dang magic ain't letting me just take.
Yeah.
What give?
Well,
No, it's the opposite of give.
What
Yeah.
take?
Yeah, want take.
but not get take.
Take, want take.
I mean, hey, do you want to try and see what you can do with the scarf over this hour?
Yeah, I mean, with my doctoring and your what you know about things, we could probably figure out how to remove the scarf, or at least find out what's keeping it there.
Wasn't it cursed?
guess- Oh yeah, that's right, we did.
Yeah, Grizz told you it was cursed and hexed and that you should leave it alone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch it, because
Okay.
if I really wanted it, I would have taken a knife to it already.
Alright.
I mean, there's nothing that says you can't get a scarf later. We'll probably find one at fucking Target.
You fool! There's no mega corporations in the Feywild.
There's a target here there?
There isn't. That's what the hags did first. They're like, we're going to get rid of all the convenience stores around. They will have no convenience.
No.
Well, you know, chat, I see like there's a giant castle up in the smoke and the clouds.
Oh, I noticed that too.
I bet we
So
could probably outgas them for a scarf. They probably got scarves.
They probably got fancy scarves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Real
yeah. No,
fancy
the funny little, let's see, the funny little castle over here.
Yeah, there's a funny little
Oh,
castle.
yeah,
up in the
yeah, I
clouds.
mean-
Yeah, I bet they have all kinds of
I
scarves.
don't know. Does someone want to do? Let's see. What would be a good check to know of scarves? Like, this is like a split moment where I was like, maybe do a history check. I guess
Yeah.
to see if you know the history
History.
of scarves.
Who wants to do that? We
Mm,
all do it. We all
alright.
ponder on the
I
scarf.
I know
choose
that
to fail.
scarves exist.
Grizz wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
like you know of scarves. You've heard of them.
Oh,
See, I mean,
I get confused between scarves and handkerchiefs.
yeah, I mean, you
and
never
bandanas.
heard of scarves in castles, but like,
What about mufflers?
you know, with that kind of role, you probably don't even know the difference between who would have a muffler and who would have a scarf.
Yeah, like mufflers are those things they put on their ears, right?
Alright. So, after this hour passes, take a little short rest. You want to proceed up towards Downfall.
Indeed. Looking out for froggos.
Alright, as you do that, I am
Do-
just gonna... Oh?
When we get closer, because it only has a 1 hour duration, I will cast Pass Without Trace. If we get close enough to, like, I don't know, see that we're approaching the village. But if we get ambushed before then yeah. There.
Mm-hmm.
I only got one spell slot left at that level, so
Right.
and it only has 1 hour duration, so I don't want to cast it too far out.
Alright, so I'll ask you guys to roll a 1d... Who wants to roll a 1d2?
Oh.
That's a coin.
Yeah,
Sure.
who wants to roll a virtual coin?
I do.
How do you roll it?
Yeah. Oh no, chat.
Oh, thank you, Yokai, for the straunch. And for the hydrate. But I'll do the straunch first.
We have to join in on these, right? I mean,
You
returned
can.
My stretch. I can pull it back in.
Hold on.
You're probably not contractually obligated to, but, 2. Alright.
You too.
Oh, okay.
That's one of 2 options.
There are 2 options.
Alright. So.
Well, what if it's golf rules?
Oh no.
Alright. So, in that case, gonna change the music a little bit. Ba-da-da-bum. Let's see. What's something a bit more... You know, just a little bit of a... It's a vibe that I can only know and you to find out.
Shall suss the vibe. Suss.
Maybe a... Yeah, no, maybe a bit much, but I feel like it's closest to what I have in my playlist for it. So.
Oh, shit, we're slaying Satan.
Yeah, you enter Persona World and Igor meets you and goes like, "Hello, thou art something and I art thou. Isn't that fucked up? Anyway, here I have a magic man."
Oh no, I'm the only one young enough to be a Persona protagonist.
Hey, Persona 2 happened. Come on now.
Alright.
That started adults.
So, this is a scene I will ask for a volunteer. Who wants to sort of be in the spotlight here?
Fiver's just gonna slink into the shadows on this one.
Alright.
I mean, if we're going by logic of character, fucking Zeb's out in front.
I will say this is not a matter of march order. This is really just who wants to have this scene. Regardless of what it is. Who wants some attention.
Not it.
Not it.
And then
Chat?
there were 2.
It. I rolled it, so I guess it.
Oh. Alright, so chat, you want to have this little moment. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
As you're walking sort of this last stretch to Downfall, there's a particular river that catches your eye. There's a bit of a gleam to it. And rather than of curiosity, of thirst, or whatever reason, it sort of gets your interest. As you walk towards it, I'm going to ask you to roll a 1d8.
One to eat.
Yep.
Just one though.
3. Okay.
Nope.
Ooh. Okay.
What-
I'm gonna change the music for 3 then. I was thinking like this could probably vibe for like any other like character we see. Ooh. Let me see. What music would be appropriate for this? Yeah, you're gonna get dark signs here. You look into the river. And you see Let's see. I need a visual to know how to perfectly describe this. You see what looks like an older woman. She actually reminds you a lot of those weird that one weird frog thing you saw at the circus, but she seems more scaled to a person. You see her features a bit clearer here than you do in the miniature form. Her hair she's mostly bald on the top, but on the sides of her head, long, sort of stringy, greasy hair that you can't quite tell if it's blonde. Is it like maybe a shade of orange? It's hard to tell. Her face and skin seems to be like almost like an uncomfortably dry frog, but not quite a toad. Her eyes are big, sort of as if they are looking around at all times, teeth sharpened. She seems to have a lacy dress, however, the only thing that you can tell that it makes it lacy is the actual laces popping out of the various degrees of what looks more like fungus than fabric, almost like a layered mushroom of sorts. And you see this toad-like woman seemingly trying to rest at this shallow, what you're guessing is supposed to be a pond, but it isn't quite that deep. It probably only goes down to her legs. She seems quite uncomfortable by this. You notice that there are other smaller versions of herself. Ones you recognize again as that one frog. But there are significantly more than just one. They seem to come out of like her clothes, or like any sort of hidden spot you can imagine. There's one that just sort of hops out here and there. And you see her look to the distance, almost as if company may have arrived. And from there the water sort of continues on, as if it were just any other stream.
Like, it just... I saw all of that, and then it just turned back into regular water.
Yeah, just like as if like nothing happened.
Poke it with my stick.
Poke your stick.
Poke the water with my stick.
Yeah, you poke the water.
I don't believe what I
First
just
there was
saw.
like little ripples, and then they get sort of washed away as this river continues on. Nothing else happens. It seems like a normal river from now.
I'm gonna get up close to Fiverr and say, like, don't make a scene. Frog in the water.
Fiverr's ear. Whoa! Do a little twitch. I'm scared because window.
I will say, from what you were seeing, I will make it clear, it seemed more like almost like you're seeing something happen. Like, you know, when you're in a dream and you sort of see an event happen, but like you're not there. It's more like that. It was more like a vision rather than like they were physically in it. Just to clarify.
Fiverr just.
Still, I don't know if they could. I don't know if that was one leg.
Super fair. You can
I
roll
was under the
maybe a
impression-
perception check in retrospect to see if they might have noticed you or not.
Okay.
You know they were not aware that they were being watched on. But you do know that, sort of remembering the place a little bit more, you sort of remember, like, okay, it seems like a home, and you see, as she gets up, it's like, when you wake up and you remember, like, that one detail of a dream, that you didn't think was important as you had a dream, you notice a well where the water probably should be coming out of, but it is very dry. As the rest of the water in that little pool seems to be getting a little less and less. But yeah.
So, I saw a frog in the water.
Fiverr nods. Frogs do tend to be in water. And we're going towards a place with... Was it a big frog? Should we be worried? Are we getting close enough, you think?
Big frog.
Okay. So Fiverr quietly calls Zeb and Grizz over and it's like, hey, I think we might be getting close. Chat saw one of the frogs.
You saw a frog?
Like at the carnival.
Wait, like... with the weird eyes and... the... tried to steal kids?
But I saw it in the water. Like a mirror.
It makes sense, we did... Oh, wait, like a mirror? Like...
Grizz runs
Like an
over to the
illusion?
water and looks in the water looking for this frog.
Roll me just a raw d20.
Okay.
Do you want high or low, by the way?
Hi.
Oh, yes.
Alright, well, you got high. Let's see. Then, in that case, roll me another d8.
Four.
Alright. Ooh! This is actually very interesting how it gets this combination. Okay. So, you see a tall, thin-looking figure wearing a pointy black hat and a hood with a black cloak. Her skin seems to be not quite pale, but almost like a very light blue, almost like when someone has their life sucking out by them. She seems to be at the sort of at the staircase. She seems to have just gone up a staircase of this rickety-looking house. Frankly, it looks like it is ramshackle. It is only on stilts on top of this fog around it. A figure approaches this house. And... no, I'm sorry. Something seems to open the door in front of them. And you see, similar to what Chat saw, a larger version of a frog. They seem to be conversing. If you want, I would also ask for a perception check from you.
Okay. I'll start with that. 20.
You notice this woman has no shadow. The one who is outside of the door. The one that you're mostly looking at. You notice as you look down toward, when you look at the floorboards, not many people would question this, but she seems to have no shadow upon her.
Okay.
And soon after that, similar to a chat, the water seems to wash off like any other river.
Alright. I have a question.
You may ask.
What did I see? As a as a proficient trained arcanist.
Well,
I mean, as a druid educated wild boy.
Yeah.
What's my vibe check on these people?
Well, first off, no good vibes from either of these two.
Is
For one,
pale blue lady
I will tell you things. Don't you frickin' worry.
Okay.
So, well, actually, no. I want to clarify. Is the vibe check specifically for the lady that you were getting the vision for?
Yes, that was my primary question.
Oh, I'm only gonna answer the primary question really fucking well.
Okay, yeah. Tell me about lady.
So, I will give you 2 pieces of information because you got a crit here.
Okay.
For one, the fact that she doesn't have a shadow is kind of familiar to you in a recent sense as well.
Oh, wait. The lady with the pointy hat didn't have a shadow?
Yes,
or
the lady with the
frog
pointy
lady.
hat did not have a shadow.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, she did not have a shadow. Do know, or at least recently you found out, that shadows can act among themselves from some creatures from this realm. After all, you do recall in the carnival, when the frog called for her sister, a shadow appeared. This could be related. But you do know this individual, the one with the pointy hat, is not a hag, not a witch. Instead, she is a type of creature you've heard before called a darkling. These are types of fae who they're more of like a fae you would think would be more in the Shadowfell. Those who, instead of living life to the fullest and like enjoying their time, they are very much more on the side of causing problems on purpose, causing mischief, and very much taking joy in what kind of problems they can bestow upon people.
They listen to Linkin Park, not Green Day. Got it.
Oh, they say Green Day is better, but then they say they're gonna play Green Day and they play Linkin Park instead.
They only play Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
No, they play the first 5 notes of Boulevard of Broken Dreams, then press skip, and it goes to What I've Done.
No. The only Green Day we listen to is Uno, Dos, and Tres.
But, yeah.
Deep cut for Green Day fans.
All right. Grizz stumbles back from the water, and falls on his butt,
Plop.
and then assumes a thinking position. Hmm.
Robert just leans in close, waiting. And he's like, "What did you see?"
I saw a darkling. They went to a house standing on stilts. The darkling had no shadow, and when they went to the house, they opened the door and there was a frog. Like a frog that we saw at the carnival, but taller.
Yeah, no, she looked like maybe a little bit taller than an average person.
Tall like yeah, taller than you.
Taller than you, not as
Most-
tall as
most are
Zebediah.
taller than
Yes.
Zeb a big boy. Zeb a big boy.
Yeah, like that creature the frog is probably more like, maybe pushing a little past 6 feet, but not quite, taller.
I can still ball on them.
Hmm.
me.
Huh.
Zebs are muscle.
Just fucking dunking the ball like Jordan.
I don't think.
Why
2
is
out
this
of
water?
five.
But Grizz is thinking. But Grizz is sitting there thinking, why is this water showing us these things?
Question: would I have any Fey, just general like knowledge because of working at the carnival? So, like, can I think of like anything in my travels that might be similar? Not necessarily 1-to-1,
You
but
can
like
roll. I would say give you a choice of whichever's better. You can roll Arcana to know like any magic bullshit, or you could roll History to see if you've had any personal experience with something like this in the carnival.
they are the same, so I'm going with history.
Oh fuck! All right.
Lots of nice things to do.
I'm not trying to find an exact answer, but like trying
No,
to like.
I'm all right. So, God, if you guys get one more, you're gonna have a werewolf apartment. That's a joke that me and like 3 other people are gonna get. So, you have heard that the Feywild is definitely a tricky place, but in one time you were talking to I'm forgetting Tree Boy's name. Is it Red Oak? Yeah.
Huh?
Sorry, I blinked on Northwind. I
That's
blinked
great.
on Northwind's name for a moment. I'll get to your answer soon, Dog and Fiver. You do know that one time you guys had a bit of a conversation, and Northwind has been to the Feywild a few times. He was from there, and you remember hearing him say that, well, sometimes it's like a story, you know. Sometimes it will show you things that it wants you to know, or it will like have like kind of fun little symbols show up here and there. So from that and the idea that this could be almost like the world itself giving you like a hint, maybe helping out with your own story in some manner. It's not unusual, but it is also it's very picky about when it does so and when it doesn't. So like, say, if you tried to look upon this river to get more and more information, maybe that would help you out, like it did now. But for some people, that may be ruining the story a bit, and maybe the Feywild will have some antics with you. But yeah, no, this is just
The Feywild wants to give me a spoiler warning.
the Feywild wants to give you like foreshadowing, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Foreshadowing because of the shallows of the water.
Mm-hmm. But you're gonna detect. But Fiverr is going to detect. Not Fiverr. Grits is gonna cast detect magic. And I'm asking, are you doing this as an action or an
action. I didn't know
As
if
action.
we would have time for the ritual cast.
I just wanted to ask because that would change the answer. But you said an action. So as you have an action, you only notice it in glimmers. Right now, it seems to be more so fading. Like it seems to be sort of going downstream, as it were. But there's like little peaks of colors you haven't quite seen yet. It's weird, but you know that to be divination. Divination seems to be going down the river. And you don't know if it's gonna come back anytime soon. You don't know if you're gonna see it later, or if it's anywhere connected to this river, or if it's just going to fade away and go somewhere else.
Grizz stands up, having figured out what he was trying to figure out, and he says, "Whatever Chatton I saw, I believe it's real. This was divination magic. I can see the signs of it going down the river."
I was tripping.
Kid, you're right.
That's right, it was all a dream!
It's only just a dream.
I'll trust Grizz more on these things. I'm more a man of science, but understand magic is just as powerful as science, especially in this place.
What we just saw was some Chekhov's guns. So we gotta make sure we know what the number is.
Who's Chekhov? What's a gun?
Well, you just check it off and the gun shows up.
Look, it's a friend at the carnival. One time we were doing a show, he set a gun on the goddamn canvas and it went off later on. Never since then, it's a thing we've just kind of mentioned. That it just means if something is done in the beginning, it eventually will happen.
Just imagine that one guy would just like bring out a gun in the carnival and just like put it in the middle of the floor, on the carnival floor, and everyone's like, what's gonna happen with it? For like the entire performance. And then the guy gets like, at the end, like, fires it up in the air. Nothing really happens, but the gun is used, and people are like, what the fuck was that?
So, whatever it is y'all saw, we need to keep on the lookout. Did it look bad? Because I'm just imagining Zeb didn't see and is kind of hearing all this secondhand.
Yeah. Grizz nods. I saw a Darkling. They're not friendly. And I got really bad vibes about them.
Would you be able to point them out in the crowd if you saw them again?
You would.
Yeah.
You most certainly would.
They're very distinctive. And keep an eye out for anyone who doesn't have a shadow.
I check all of our shadows real quick.
Currently, you all have shadows.
Okay, good. We're good. That's gonna be our check to make sure we know we're all who we say we are. The sus check.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow's a gun.
Don't give chat a gun.
I mean, couldn't
Give
hurt.
chat a gun. Sadly, guys, I'm sorry to ruin it, guys. There are no guns in this
Chat.
module. I'm so sorry, guys. If you want a gun, you had to make it up.
But Chekhov.
I wanna point out that since Fiverr has just said don't give chat a gun, chat can now say give chat a gun.
Give
In
chat
Fiverr's voice.
gun.
If I throw chat, would it be a chat gun?
If you had a large enough gun that would use chat as ammunition, yes.
Chat.
I mean,
I
you
look.
needed
I look
chat.
at the. I look chat in the eyes. We will remember this for later.
This is our Chekhov's gun. All
I
right.
were just pinching the
So
brim of his nose.
we're all understanding. We are now currently in a spoopy story, and things are gonna get weird because this place works on storytelling.
Grizz
Yeah.
nods. This makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
So if it sounds like it can be a good story, I have a feeling this place would like it. And probably wants to point us in the direction of meeting those things. That's why it told us about them.
We are headed towards some frog people, and they seem froggy by what you've told, so maybe we'll find them there? What kind of house was it again? You said it was on stilts?
Yeah. And these frogs, I don't think that these frogs are bullywugs, which are what are supposed to be in Downfall.
Yeah, and it is a whole big swamp, so there could be many houses on stilts somewhere around here.
Either way, we just got to keep going on with the story. Just because you know the end doesn't mean you can't start it.
Hmm.
All right.
Or try to change it.
So,
You should be able to cross the river. The magic all flowed downstream.
you go towards the river. You have to take magic up. You see the transmutation. It is turned to acid. No, that doesn't happen. So, excuse
me.
you, Boingo.
No.
It turns into an Elma slime girl.
Oh no. But yes. Now, as you guys move along, you do notice, because every now and then, I remember in the first session I mentioned this, but this really only affects like if you're in timed stuff where you got into combat. Really, the water level sort of rises and lowers regularly every few minutes. But as you get more and more towards Downfell, the fog gets a bit thicker and thicker, and the water seems to get a bit deeper and deeper. So much so that you're not quite sure if you're gonna be able to walk it all the way.
Not even I?
I mean, you could probably alone, but I don't know how well you want to really do it with a bunch of other people. Even with these little guys. And especially because it's harder to see, as you get a little closer, it's gonna be a bit tougher to really see like how deep it actually is gonna go.
Can I swim?
Um,
Can we David Hasselhoff at the end of SpongeBob the movie?
You do
this?
not have a swim speed, so you would not be able to. I think normally if you don't have a swim speed, it's technically you swim at half speed. If you had a swim speed Zed, not Zed, Zebediah, I would allow you for sure. But unfortunately, you do not.
hey, are these brigand tollways? Are these made of wood?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna move you guys because I was doing like my okay. Well, you guys are gonna be over there. I didn't decide to move you to indicate travel.
Travel.
Travel. Travel. Yeah, because that's more for the brigand area. I'm more talking like around here, like when you get past them. Get
Now
close to
it-
this
But
river here.
my question remains. Are these tollways made of wood?
They are, yes.
Then
We
Grizz
always-
suggests we go back and you pull up part of the brigand's path and make a boat, make a raft.
All right.
Good plan.
So in that case, I'll give you guys a little bit of a skill challenge to try and make a raft for yourselves. You can use any skills you like, as long as you don't double up on each other.
Well, considering I'm super strong, I could always rip up the wood
Mhm.
off the thing with my athletics.
That's true. And I'm gonna finish what I was saying real quick.
Sorry.
It's okay. And the basic rule for this is get 3 successes before 2 failures. So
Do we all roll or?
one person decides what skill they want to do, and then it will go next. So like say Zebediah wanted to use athletics to rip the boards out. He would roll his athletics. Anyone who wants to go next can volunteer and have their roll next. And
Grizz,
again,
yeah.
yeah, and then
All right.
it will go until you have 3 successes or 2 failures.
I could
Hmm.
use my knowledge of stitching to weave these boards together.
All right.
Strongly, if someone could make the weaves.
So, Zebediah, you
Things for me to weave.
with great might just crack. So you sort of just get a bunch of the wood out. You get like a good portion of like this like of one of the last bridges you can find, and just crack them open to make sort of loose boards for people to use for a raft. So that is 1 success.
Grizz is going to use his proficiency in survival to organize the boards and like plot together how we are going to improvise a raft.
All right, roll survival. All right, you do very good of getting this raft like in position to be all set up. You've made a raft. You've needed to make a raft maybe once or twice when you were like probably more younger and like not as confident to swim. You resorted to your inner monkey brain and decided to craft things, and it's become very useful here. We got 2 successes,
regular-
0 failures.
Got a regular Tom Sawyer.
Actually, I think it was Huckleberry Finn who made the raft.
My name's Grizz.
That's true. His name is Chris.
All right. So, Fiverr or chat, what role would you like to participate to the raft making?
I could use my sleight of hand to get weavy,
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
unless chat has something they want to contribute first.
I would love to be weavy as well, but I cannot tie or untie knot in magical ropes. so
Sure
I
can.
can't really help with that.
Wait, I need to double check Fiverr if you have that, because I know one of you also have that.
I have that.
You have that.
I
Okay.
cannot open a door.
But I ripped
Right.
up
You
the
can't
stuff.
not. You can't not. Yeah. You can't enter a door not knocking. Right.
I'm on vampire-ish rules.
Right. Good. Thank you. Thank you
Don't need
for
permission.
thank you for being honest about that, chat.
You're welcome. Or no, that was Chad.
No, you are not welcome. Barumius. Alright. Let's see. Alright, yeah. You tie it up nice and well. I don't know why I still have it in Dark Science. The vibe check is different now.
We're crafty now. It should be something more, not quite montage-y.
Yeah.
Montage-esque. Raft montage.
Raft montage.
Gonna be a raft montage.
No, it's not gonna be Count on Mars. That's not quite the vibe. So you're making this boat.
Boat.
So yeah, this is a very quick process for all of you, as you got some pretty solid rolls. Zebediah cracks open the boards. Fiverr very quickly sets everything up, ready to be all tied up, and Fiverr, with their fine surgeon-like hands, weaves rope together to make this nice, very nice raft. It's definitely gonna serve ya. Oh, and also, fair to say, you've got a big stick around too to sort of use as a sort of pole, because it's a swamp, and of course there are big sticks.
Grizz knows the importance of carrying a big stick.
And
As a
speaking
druid.
softly.
Right,
Also,
because
as-
if you're too loud, people will hear you sneaking up on them.
Mhm.
I mean, you know, food will hear you sneaking up on it. So, you know, be quiet and carry a big stick. That. Grizz
Now I'm
knows.
just imagining
Rules of the wild.
Grizz growing up to be Teddy Roosevelt.
Theodore Roosevelt. He's gonna have toy bears named after him.
I mean,
Oh,
Grizz,
Grizz
Ted,
plushie.
Teddy's. Yeah.
Man, why didn't we just name the teddy bear Thea Bears?
Be a bear.
Thea Bear.
I mean, Teddy Roosevelt hell hated being called them.
I mean, I'm hoping to grow up to be. I'm hoping he grows up to be more Kukulain and less Teddy Roosevelt, but I'll take it.
Hey, if you're Teddy Roosevelt, you crack down. You actually make those labor laws happen. You gotta be a person of the people, my man. Even if you do decide to
Grizz likes
be.
people that much. But we'll see.
Right. Alright, so you guys build this real quick, get in your app, and you get going!
Yeah. We made something nice today.
Yeah.
It's always nice. It always has a feeling of fulfillment when you create something with your own hands.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what voice that is.
That a very specific timeline of Boingo was summoned there.
It's like Jerry Lewis.
I'll Goyles.
Yes.
Pretty lady.
Brett Lighty.
Pretty rad.
We're on a raft.
Alright.
I'm Zebediah. We're playing the Dungeons and Dragons.
Alright, I'm going to copy you guys over. Not Edagon. You are not going to the next map.
Yeah,
due
we
to the
don't
fact
want to
you
bring
are-
his buddy.
You're very deceased right now, my good sir.
Could I
Let
just
him-
drag him by the scarf?
Just
no.
drag him the whole way.
Well, we might need an anchor.
Oh God!
Oh, that works.
No. It
Oh,
eventually
I
it'll
didn't
float.
think
It'll float in a few hours.
Ah, yeah, not a good anchor. Never mind. Unless
What's
we
that
need a
sound?
timed anchor to unanchor for making our escape. We can still make this work.
All right.
Now I'm just remembering the pirate comic in the middle of Watchmen. Because he made a raft of dead bodies to float to an island.
Oh.
God.
I mean, you use what you got.
All right.
Darkness.
So, oh, is it darkness there?
Darkness.
Oh my God.
All that I see. That's a
Ah.
little,
I shoot into
Oh
darkness.
fuck! Does this map? I didn't realize this map had me to reveal things because it doesn't have dynamic lighting. What's going on here? I genuinely have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Is it dynamic lighting? You
I
may need to give her a
don't-
token.
I see the I see blue X's on trees. I haven't messed around with dynamic lighting outside of modules to know exactly what our light source is.
Blue X's, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that
It's
means
not
either.
the dynamic lighting I'm familiar with.
I know,
I
right?
haven't used it. I haven't used any of the Roll 20 modules.
I
don't know
was-
how they had things
Me
set up.
I used Dungeon the Mad Mage, and that one's very reliable on site. I don't know why, because... Here, I'll try shift pinging you again.
Turning on dark mode doesn't do anything.
Turning on dark mode does not help.
It
No,
only
dark
blinds
vision.
the user.
It only
Uh,
blinds the user.
If you want
I
to...
fight for the users.
I'm fairly proficient in Roll20. If you want to, like, stream your Roll20 screen to me for a moment, I can maybe help you figure out what's going on.
Okay, because, like, it's not a hidden, like, it's not a reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. One thing says permanent darkness. I can't go to explorable darkness? I don't know what's going on here.
The
Okay,
graph
I'm just
that
setting up light. Oh my god, is he just telling me where to set up the lights here?
Oh no.
Is that its issue? Alright, so...
Well, as a GM, they always say it's like playing God, so... And then there was light.
God has to
So you
turn
gotta
on the
wait.
fucking lights.
Yeah. Did you forget to pay the electricity bill, God?
Wait, why do they
Dude,
see the torch on stream? Do you guys see a torch when I move it around?
I see a torch in your Twitch.
That's so weird. That's not... What? So it shows in my... What? Why does it not show... That's so weird. Okay, because it's supposed to be capturing the window. Okay, I'm gonna put on some Be Right Back music right here.
Okay.
No, I need more Chucklefuck music for myself because I feel like a clown.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, because I put those torches there that should give you visibility. Wait,
Did you give our tokens the ability to see?
wait. I think I'm a dumbass. I may have put you on the wrong layer. Is that it? No.
Oh, yeah, because we... Are you sure? Because I don't
You
even
are
see
on the
our
token
tokens.
layer. Yeah, you're on the token layer.
Because if I'm on the token layer, I should be able to see my token even if I can't see anything
Here,
else.
I'll try to give you
Oh, I
guys
can
sight.
select
And
my token.
you know what? No.
I have found my token, but
Okay.
I can't... Oh, now I see.
Okay, yeah. I guess I had to give you guys sight because I guess there is.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys sight, and I will try to undo those lights there. Because, gosh darn it, do I feel like a fool on live television?
It's alright.
It's
Alright,
okay.
and because I think it's just way too bright, I'm going to try and remove those extra lights I may have added. Let's see.
No, I was off.
Okay, no, I do need to put those lights up. Okay.
You mind if I take a bio break? Real quick?
I don't blame you at all.
This is a good opportunity.
I'm gonna go grab a soda break then.
Alright, see you in a bit.
Okay, that's weird, because, like, I know there's supposed to be fog here, and I guess that's why I need to enable vision. Here, I guess I'll also give one of you vision for the chat, because I know chat's not able to see. So I'll give chat control to my... Give it to both, because I'm not sure to which. Alright, let's see if stream can see now.
Oh, hey, so suggestion. Since we're using dynamic lighting here, for the sake of the stream, I would suggest that you give whichever account is your camera, make it in control of our
I
characters
just
as well.
gave chat. I just gave. I tried to give both my stuff chat's eyes.
We might need to like move. Sometimes you need to move a character after you've been given permission in order for them to.
Okay, I've given chat eyes. Maybe that will help.
I see now. It's
Okay,
so dark.
yeah, maybe that.
I see.
Streams. Okay.
Stream can.
Oh god. Stream looks so funky. Oh my god. Oh, I hate this light. Oh no.
Oh no, it's I mean, it's just our line of sight's being blocked by the trees. So.
I know, but it looks so funky. But that's just where it says to put him.
Now, in this case, the funkiness is not because of the lighting; it's because of the blocking of line of sight.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is a map.
If you want, you can go into the dynamic lighting layer and remove those blocks, but then we can see, you know, through the trees.
Yeah, let
If
me
that's
see.
desired, then you can do that. Because there should be like a drawing on the.
Oh yeah, no, there's markers
Drawing.
for me to have them. What if I were to? There we go. That's a better position. Because I also want this to be visually decent. You know? Alright, so I'll wait till
Well,
everyone's back, because now I know I have to do that.
Yeah, in the future, like if you're preparing new maps in the future, you can go, I believe it's Control L, while you're selecting a token, to see only what that token sees.
Oh, cool. I did not know that.
It's useful as a GM sometimes if I'm using dynamic lighting, because I can like click on a character, and like if I'm trying to judge, can this NPC see that character, I can just click that NPC, Control L, and then see exactly what I would see if I were playing just that character.
Alright.
Or you could use it if you're setting things up for like our characters, because you could just, as a GM, you can see through our eyes as well.
Yeah.
In your eyes, I am.
Alright, so we're just gonna wait till Rhiannon comes back, and we will proceed from there.
You doing good?
I'm doing better.
You doing feta? What kind of cheesy line is that?
Well, what can I say? I'm doing anything for the cheddar these days.
Yeah, just make sure you put it in a Swiss bank.
No, I'm gooder. I'm gooder. Gooder than that.
I've told you that Colby's been doing pretty good.
Oh yeah, I
He
heard
got
he's
jacked.
I was hearing he was doing good with Pepper Jack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but don't get me on mozzarella. Did I strike a nerve? Did I strike a funny bone there?
We're really stretching this, ain't we?
Well, yeah, that's what you do with string cheese. I'm looking directly at you, Boingo, like not on my screen, not on my magic mirror, but I'm just like, I'm casting scry. I'm looking directly at you right now.
Rockfort.
That's a meat.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to be brief.
There we go. Back at the cheese buns. Or the cheese buns.
Cheese buns. I can't tolerate raw cheese.
Have to get it cooked.
Yeah, you gotta be cooking these puns if you're gonna be serving them hot and fresh.
Yeah, or else you get punished. gets in the Pungeon Dungeon.
Dungeon, dungeon. Oh no, what have I?
Oh, okay, Rhiannon's back. Okay. All right, so I will get out of. All right, buddy, you're getting out of the Pungeon Dungeon. You're. Oh boy.
Boy.
Yeah, hi, I'm Kermit the Frog. I'm the warden of the Pungeon Dungeon, and yeah, no, we don't want to deal with this right now. Yeah, the exit's to your left. It's a little bit down the hall from there. You will have to do the knock, you know the one. And then yeah.
I was trying to remember what Fozzie sounds like, and I
Dude,
can't
Fozzie
remember.
is not easy to do an impression of.
No.
Because then you have to do a Frank Oz impression, which is not an easy voice to replicate if it's not Yoda.
Just goof up and do Ray Romano. It works just as well.
I can't do a Ray. I think I can maybe do like a Kermit.
Oh, but yeah, I
Patrick
knew a lot of
Warburton.
people could do Patrick Warburton.
Patrick
that
Warburton.
one's- Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Dick. The dick. Hey, Patrick Warburton.
Alright.
Wait, the guy that plays Kronk?
Oh, yeah, no,
Alright,
that's it
come on,
right
hey,
there, yeah.
Squeaky,
Okay. Mhm.
squeaky.
Yeah, no, it's that man.
Cusco's
right there.
poison made for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Yeah.
Cusco's poison. You know. Yeah.
Alright, now
that
that we're
one.
all
You
playing
just,
D&D.
you just gotta end the sentence with yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, just, the real trick is, not only do you say things like you're thinking about it right then there, you don't know what word you're gonna say next, but also you make it slowly, fade away.
Yeah.
Like,
I
almost
never
like,
know what I'm
almost
gonna
like,
say next.
it's like Christopher Walken, but with a lot more confidence.
Christopher Walken with confidence and bass. Because Christopher
Yeah,
Walken.
Christopher
up
Walken
here,
is more,
it's more like trying the word in the middle of the sentence can't come out.
No, because the thing is, a lot of people like to exaggerate the pauses, but it's a little bit of, you get a New York accent there, and you just have to think about the next few words you're gonna say, and that's why it's a little awkward. It's not because he pauses for that long, it's actually pretty short. Alright. I'm gonna stop.
And then,
I'm gonna stop
then-
now.
then-
I'm gonna insist we all stop. I'm gonna press the DM press. Alright.
Chaos. Jeff Goldblum.
Alright.
Hey, Guybus. Hey, Yug.
So,
They doing voices.
this ain't your channel, I ain't redeeming your Yugi boy. Alright.
Yugi boy.
Yugi
Yuki boy.
Alright. I'm gonna read box text now of Downfall. Are we okay? We consent to playing Dungeons and Dragons right now? Okay.
I consent.
I'm looking at Boingo. Alright. There's a reason why my little boy is smacking your head where it's like, stop. Silence.
Stop tweeting me, why don't you?
Tweet you live. Alright. So, there's a thick fog that hangs heavy in the air, obscuring the area around you, so the world appears to have shrunken to only about 20 feet in all directions. Before you, the waterway winds, and the current slows, giving it an impression that you have entered a lake. Croaking voices, penetrate the fog, through which darkness shapes appear, revolves into two rowboats, manning the oars. Each are two bullywugs. These bullywugs in particular, they look very fancy. They look like the best way to describe it is, you know, like Victorian era, like clothing when like people think of like, ooh, that's fancy. It's like those kinds of clothes of like very frilly dresses for the.
Victorian bullywugs?
They're bullywugs, yes, they're very fancily dressed bullywugs.
They're bullywugs.
Bullywugs, yes. And I believe Fiverr and Grizz. You're the only ones that know Sylvan in the party, correct?
Well, I was scrolling to check just to double check.
That is
Yes.
correct. I speak
Ah.
Sylvan.
I speak Sylvan as well.
Then you do hear some of the bullywugs croak, "Welcome to Downfall, travelers. They seem just kind of very like, oh, would you look at that? They say it in like a welcoming manner, but you can tell in their eyes and their demeanor, it's like, oh, peasants have arrived. How quaint.
Well, Fiverr does a little like half bow and says, "We are pleased to be in your good graces and arrive in your lovely home."
Of
But in
course.
Sylvan.
I feel like as you say that, one bullywog that has like a top hat and like in particular like looks over to one like those like tiny little umbrellas that everyone has in a Victorian movie when they're on a boat ride. Goes up to her and goes like, "Oh, would you look at that? They speak the common tongue here." They do like a little rabbit, like a rabbity laugh. Ah, so amusing, darling.
Grizz whispers to Fiverr, speaking in common, not Sylvan. These are the weirdest bullywugs I've ever seen.
Same, but we should probably fall into their whole aesthetic to get in their good graces. Yeah, more into their good graces. I'm hoping these are good graces that we're already in.
I'm not wearing that hat.
Me either. I don't think it'd fit. My ears.
Alright. Grizz is gonna let Fiverr do the talking, because... Yeah.
Okay.
Fiverr just says to Chat and Zeb, I take you don't know any Sylvan, do you? Perhaps? Never thought to inquire. Maybe Zeb, because, worked at a Fey carnival.
Nah.
Well, I speak bird.
Mm-hmm.
See, I was told to shut up most of the time.
And I speak orc.
Oh, that could
that in
confuse
orcish.
Oh, I had no idea what
You
you
look
said,
like
but-
you'd speak orc.
I do or I don't?
You do.
Yeah.
That's gag.
I speak bear.
Unfortunately, these are frogs.
Yes.
I don't know. You have talked to a frog before, so maybe you can learn frog. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe there's some bear frogs around.
I mean,
Or,
Chet has
I mean,
heard.
I can always cast speak with animals, and then I can speak, any number of languages, except only animal languages.
Hey, you can
But then
speak
you can
giant
know if
culture
dogs.
then.
Yes.
Oh. Tell it, to respect your corpse.
And well, Grizz is a druid, so respecting his corpse would be, a giant vulture respecting his corpse would be feasting upon it.
Oh, yeah.
Grizz
yeah,
understand.
Alright. So,
makes sense.
what would you wish to do now that you see these very formal looking bullywugs seeming to have a nice, leisurely, sort of, boat-wide stroll?
Well, I say in common to the group, they don't look like they're aggressive. Maybe we can ask them about what's going on and how to find the hag and such. I don't know if we want to ask so directly, but I'm happy to translate.
Be careful, they might be working for the hag.
True. Maybe even more like
crawling
stuff-
all awkward.
Ask how long they've been living here.
Fiverr turns to the frogs and says in Sylvan, how long have you folk been here? I'm curious to know more about your land. We're new here, you see, and we would love a tour.
Of course you are. Tell me, you're not part of that old, what are those old brigands? No savages, are you? You look a bit...
No, I assure you. And he kind of like does pull the suit up kind of thing from like to look fancy and civilized and such. It's like you'll have no worry from me to steal any of your things.
Of course, of course. But we've been here all our lives. Yes, no, this is where true culture is around, so why would we ever leave such a place?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, look at your fancy boat and your wonderful clothing. I mean, who does your tailoring?
Oh, please, if you want to get my tailor, we have to take me out to dinner first, why don't you?
I mean, we could use a good meal. I would love to see more of your lands.
Oh, do you insist? The lady, the one with the umbrella sort of bonks the one with the top hat who is curious to take your offer, and he goes, I'm sorry, I have, later engagements to take today, so I can't quite commit to that kind of offer.
Who might we seek for such things here?
Oh, well, I mean, if you wish to... I mean, if you're on the boat, you can probably see around most of Downfall by going around in a leisurely stroll. Never hurts to go visit the court. That is quite a lovely place. You would get to see the king. A noble thing that only so many could do. The king likes to visit some travelers. I know we have we have some few trees down more towards the east, if you'd like. A nice place to go around and the like.
Well, I do love trees, and meeting royalty is always an experience and story to tell others after that is delightful. Let me confer with my associates. Not all of us speak Sylvan, sadly, but I'm
Oh,
able to-
we understand. Not everyone can be as educated these days.
So Fiverr turns to Chat and Zeb and says, they have a king. And I think that would be someone worth conferring with. They also said they have trees, which, you know, I love a good tree, but I think for our quest, it might be more prudent to speak with the royalty here.
Will they let us speak to the royalty?
They said they were there. They didn't.
They said that the king might be interested in speaking with travelers.
Because looking at their noses, they seem to be facing heaven.
Grizz looks up.
Hey,
Yeah, Fiverr too. Like, I don't.
Zed, Zebediah, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is a 2. Wisdom?
Alright, so
Yeah,
it's
2.
12. Okay, let me double check something real quick. Oh, it doesn't have normal bullywug?
Oh yeah, 12. 12.
12? Okay, I have to quickly look at normal bullywug stats. Because they only have redacted ones here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it's not hard to see at all. You see that they do notice you say that. They don't say anything to it. But they definitely, like, they don't look towards your general direction as if they're ignoring you.
The pecs are too much for them.
No, it seems like they can understand common.
They just don't want to speak it. Wouldn't want to dirty their tongue, thinking it's too.
Too lower class.
I mean, sure, it's lower class.
I mean,
But at least we have more fun. I mean, how much fun can you have on a boat, sitting around all day, no music.
Do you say that? Because I wasn't doing that in character. I was more just doing that as like a just.
I'm kind of just throwing shit out and see what you want to pick up on.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify because I know sometimes that can happen in a D&D game. So you're shit talking them, are you?
A little bit, but I'm just kind of more of like, come on, life can be so much fun if you just let loose a little bit.
You, Grizz and Fiverr hear the more formal ones talking to these like the ones that have the oars. They look more like say less like nobility, but more like say. You know how like in Victorian eras they're like a nice little vest, little like simple shirt, simple work pants, maybe those little like newsy hats.
Laborers, the
You hear,
valets.
yeah, you hear the more fancier bullet with a top hat go to like, I don't want to bother with a common tongue. Explain to them why this is more fun. Well, you see, sir, there's nothing more simple than being allowed to leisure around at your own pace and enjoy the nice autumn fog here. See the nice mist swirl around you and have a nice quiet afternoon with each other. Of course, if you want to make a ruckus, I think we'd all prefer if you didn't do it around us. After all, I'd hate to have it be known that there are some loudmouths around ruining nice couples' times. You see, you know, like how in school when like someone says something that's like a little spicy, everyone goes ooh. You see sort of like that that energy really vibing around the boat.
Did he say that to Zeb and in common or still speaking?
In common.
Okay.
Hold on. I would like.
Get him, Zeb.
Get him, get him.
Get him.
Hold on. Let me formulate what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Can I use my passive perception to see if the laborers doing the thing are really fed up with their bullshit?
I would say that'd be more of an insight check.
All right. Here's an insight.
Unionize
Ooh.
them.
You can't really tell. They all kind of seem like assholes to you right now.
No chance at class traitorism.
Some revolution,
Wouldn't
please.
right now they be class traitors since they are petty bourgeoisie.
You don't know. You don't
See,
know how.
They're working for the higher class,
Yeah.
Mm.
so they don't want to traitor them because they're benefiting from it. You see?
Yep. Petty bourgeois.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
They're
will let
class
chat
traitors.
have this. All right, chat. When you try to get the vibe check here, do you get more of the sense that they have their own thoughts of what's going on, their own plans? Perhaps they're allowing their time to bide here. But who knows? There's a glint to their eyes. Perhaps they too could be on the boat and not the one rowing. One day. One day very soon.
Oh.
Eesh.
Alright, Zeb, get him. Get him.
Yeah, it doesn't
Alright.
seem like an immediate, like, get him, but more of, like, an ambition that, like, soon.
They're not gonna.
They are currently embarrassed millionaires. That's what they are. All right, I can see y'all like quiet for some reason. I mean, what's quiet but a lack of anything interesting? I mean, I imagine. How could your lives be so boring?
the fancier one laughs and insists to give more more reasons of fun. You hear the word Fiverr. I think you would understand the concept more. The idea of talking about others, perhaps gossip, as the other Robo Bully goes, well, while you see, there's quiet, and then there's no prying ears. After all, we'd hate for you to hear about. Oh no, we shouldn't. Not around here where we're having this nice private boat ride.
So y'all ain't even speaking of higher matters of philosophy and literature? You're talking about other people?
Well, unless you don't want to know.
Ivor says, like, puts a hand up to one of his ears and goes, I mean, if you got juicy gossip, we're all ready to hear.
Zeb rolls his eyes a little bit. It's like, fine, I understand. I just want to poke the bear.
Don't poke Grizz. He's my son, okay? You hurt him, you hurt me.
Let's see, where's some good gossip? Where's my good gossip notes?
Because remember, Zeb is a country hick, and he's just seeing these hoity-toity motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And it's
Ivor,
like,
Ivor understands, but knows how to play the game.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, where's the bit of gossip I'm looking for?
the hot gas.
Mm-hmm. Where's the other individual? Where are they? My notes!
Oh no!
Oh, your notes. Oh gosh, that's not what I heard.
Oh?
I heard nose. Like, where's my nose? You
My
pressed your nose?
My beautiful nose.
I heard something not exactly safe for work.
Oh,
Whoa.
alright.
Now I'm just trying to think of what word it could be.
Okay. Well, in that case, I feel like when Fiverr in particular like gets their ears out, they just go like, now, I do hope you don't spread the word around, but I've heard recently there's been a person who's trying to gain the throne who isn't exactly in the bloodline, if you know what I mean.
Oh, do tell.
Oh. Only if you insist.
I insist.
Oh, here, come closer, come closer. I would like to speak to you, better. Specifically you, dear, my fine-eared friend.
Ivor tries to paddle the boat closer. Well, we got a stick to push in the ground. Like,
What?
yeah.
No. I heard that. Do you know of Illig? Of course you know of Illig. Illig, I've heard, attempted to poison His Royal Majesty King Gollop the 21st.
Ivor lets a subtle, quiet gasp, like,
I know. I know. And
unspeakable.
I know, it's quite horrific, but let me tell you, it was quite, I've heard it was quite of a sloppy approach. Oh, I didn't hear of this. Oh yes, no, I heard it was the first knight who went across his seat upon the royal table, noticed him put the drink in.
Can't even slight his hand.
Not even the slightest hand indeed. Oh yes, no, he made quite a fool of himself, I've heard. I wonder where he's being kept. Oh, I don't know. I've heard talks of him fighting the alligator. Perhaps maybe his own conspirators. Oh. Sounds quite interesting. and they sort of go back and forth between their own little world of sort of building upon this gossip here.
I take moments to translate if they're speaking in Sylvan.
Oh yeah, they're sort of shooting the shit at this point of like escalating shit. Like, you know, when a rumor sort of really starts and it's like there are several parts of telephone deep and you're not quite sure what's true and what's not without an insight check.
I will insight check.
Oh, you want an insight check anyway?
Yeah.
Man, it's telephone. As I said before, it's likely telephone game deep. You're not quite sure what's true, what's not. You don't know.
I'm not sure.
You don't
It's
know
blue
much
or
about the
politics.
enchilons of Blue Oak Society.
You think that a gator?
I was thinking that too. What's this about a gator?
Oh, right. Not around here. Well, it's not uncommon to capture some more rascally creatures around, and well, if someone attempts to become the new king or queen or whatever the like, and they are not as successful as the last, well, they have to be punished somehow, after all. They'd just keep on trying to become the new king, wouldn't they?
Indeed.
How
And
big is the gator?
oh, let's see. Let's see how big is the gator. Oh, you don't want to know how big the gator is, boy. It is about
I want to know how big the gator is.
that gator is about this
Can we
size.
see the gator?
You want to know where the gator resides. Well, if you're on your boat, dear child, you'll be able to see one of the gators. There, you go upon the docks, bit to the northwest part. You'll have to follow one of the clotheslines to find it. But if you go around the hut, you'll find it.
Chris nods. And, like, stays on the raft, but, like, looks off ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Seems there's many interesting things here to see. Trees, gators, the king. Would love to see it all.
Well, as long as you don't start quite a ruckus, perhaps you
Of course you
will.
We are fine, upstanding folk that would never, ever do anything to upset your peace.
I imagine at that moment you jab me in the stomach with my
Yeah, just like
That would make like a little mage hand nudge, like where they can't see. Just the.
yeah. I take this DM opportunity to do such.
All right. I feel like because you have enabled their gossip, they'll move their boat to the side so you can pass on.
Question, would I know any rude hand signs that only I would know working at the carnival that they probably don't know?
Roll a history check for the history of insults. You know a few rude gestures, but you're not quite sure what they're from or who they're for. You know, like, you know pinky up can be a fuck you, but you're not quite sure for, like, who? Like,
I want to insult them, but I don't want them to know I'm insulting them.
thank you for the stretch and hydrate before you go, Yokai of Darkness. It's gonna do a little stretch. But yeah, as far as you know, you're not quite sure what they would not know.
I just whisper to Fiverr. Tell them to bless their heart.
Ivor nods and then says, as you know, passing by their boat when they let us have the clear way. Well, bless all your hearts for letting us through and enjoying your lovely home.
There's a shift in demeanor, and like specifically the lady bullywug with the umbrella. Bless all of your hearts as well, dear. And
There's just
there's.
a rain of sunshine.
I hope you have a marvelous day.
I read out a bless your heart in Orcish. I know at least that many words.
I like to imagine in Orcish, it's not bless your heart, it's more like your heart shall be blessed.
I shall remove your heart and bless it.
Because these guys are definitely giving Southern gentry vibes.
I mean, where do you think the Southern Gentry got their Southern Gentry from?
Yeah.
Frogs, I knew it.
Dogs.
At least dogs.
Alright, I'll move your boat along because I feel like you guys have had that incanter. I will extinguish more lights. Not extinguish, illuminate.
Oh my god, Despicable Me.
What?
They're made by a company called Illumination.
Oh, fuck you! Fuck that dongle hopper bullshit.
Sorry!
I you know how passionate I am with animation, so it's very clear for me whenever I see Illumination, like, fuck this guy in particular.
Wait, you don't like The Secret Life of Pets?
I don't like how Illumination is an industry that specifically gloats about the fact that it wants to make the cheapest product possible and make it the most profitable as a result, and
Yeah.
not put much effort into it.
Oh, you're upset that they say the quiet part out loud.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Because there's one thing about, like, trying to make something, but maybe not, like, you know, actively just be like, ooh, we're trying to do it. It's like, ah, no, you guys are just open about it and being assholes about it. Anyway, with my animation hot takes aside, you guys are free to explore the rest of the bog. You do notice there's a fog surrounding the sort of center there, because like you do see what looks like maybe some almost like a bridge of sorts going up on stilts, at least from what you can tell. Something's definitely elevated up there.
Hold on, y'all. BRB, I'm so sorry, there is a deadly bug that could
no.
sting me. IRL
no.
here, and I'm scared for my life.
No.
I'm deathly allergic.
I have.
I'm sting.
All right, please
All right.
take care of the
Hold on, you
situation.
mic. Continue on as me the best you can.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, with their legend.
Alright, so which way should you explore? You do know that the Gators is northeast. If I have directions correctly. I do, yes. Yes. But again, as I mentioned before Randon had a bug incident, you do see, because this is how lighting works, I will allow this, there does seem to be something. There is a pretty thick fog around this area where these, like, clothing lines seem to be going into. And when you squint, you sort of notice there's, like, some elevated platform of sorts. It looks like maybe a bridge or something?
I guess we approach.
If that is what you wish, do the others consent to this decision?
I consent to any decision that gets me closer to the Gators.
Oh, hey,
Why
what's
did you
that?
say that like a French waiter?
You know why. Yeah, it's a...
Are we eating frog legs?
I mean, if you wish to commit crimes and kill a man. What's over here, you ask?
Yeah, what's that thing?
Why don't we pop over there?
I will say, just by looking of it from a distance, you do see, like, looks like to be, like, cauldron of some kind? Definitely seems a bit elevated, so, like, probably couldn't launch your boat there, but there seems to be a cauldron of some sort underneath a probably a little fireplace where it's sort of lit up.
Cauldrons make me think of witches, which makes me think that might be that might be something to take note of.
Mm-hmm.
Cauldrons make me think of pot roast.
Cauldrons
Ooh,
make me
pot
think of-
roast. In that case, we should
Pulled
definitely
pork.
check it out. There's pot roast.
Pot roast. Without the responsible person, we just turned into a bunch of fucking stoners just looking for a snack.
Where the pulled pork at?
Pulled pork cat. Hey, yo, pulled pork, let's go.
All right, let's go poke the spooky magic cauldron.
All right. Well, I will
Let's
say.
eat its contents.
I will say, if you did want to get there, you do see that it is elevated a bit, so you could probably just stop by, have your boat probably docked here, go onto this mainland, see what you could probably do, or want to sail around more, you could.
How elevated?
Definitely not. You can definitely enough where you can't just dock your boat there.
Okay.
Like, that's what I mean by elevated, in the sense where it's like, I was gonna compare it to Civilization 6, but I don't know if everyone's played Civilization 6.
Mostly just 5 and also 3.
Yeah, if you can put it in Civ 5.
Oh, Civ 5 terms?
I'm sorry.
So like, you know, when
I've
you're...
only played the odd Civ games.
So like, you know when you're like on a boat, right, and you want to attack like someone that's on the land or like a kingdom or something, and you can't go to those like rockier parts, you have to be on a smoother part to indicate there's no like cliffside or anything. That's what you got. There's the cliffside thing. You can't attack from there.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
park our boat right here then.
All right. Doot-doot. Oh, I'm just gonna plop you there, and I'll let's see. I should probably have a. Whoa, chat. Ah.
There
Oh,
seems to
no.
be an impenetrable wall of darkness in front of me.
Yeah, there is. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna
Darkness.
quickly look up boat asset,
Bassett?
just so we remember.
If you
that there's-
just type raft into, yeah, you'll get something.
Boat ass.
boat ass.
Yeah, boat ass.
Why won't it? Why won't you? Let
Bodie
me?
McAss boat.
Ha ha ha.
Do not laugh at my shitty joke. It's a shitty joke.
No, it's a raft, not shit. Also, it's not showing me the from web options. Ah. It's okay.
It be then their pontoon.
Let's see. What can I do real quick? What assets do I already have that I can convince the world is a boat?
The world is a vampire.
What kind of Miku are we feeling?
Miku?
Yeah, I got a bunch of Miku icons. This is one of my players plays a Miku in D&D, so I'm asking what kind of Miku we vibing. Are we vibing Miku violence? Miku
Punish
peace? A pretty Miku? Idol Miku? Where's the other Miku? Forbidden Miku?
Okay, I gotta ask what a fucking forbidden Miku is.
You gotta tell me which one you guys want, and I'll put it there. So you gotta make your choice. Do you all want Forbidden Miku to be your boat?
Pandora's Miku.
We got 2 for Pandora's Miku. KB, your opinion on Forbidden Miku?
I have no opinion unless it's biblically accurate, Miku.
Okay.
Biblically accurate Miku?
This Miku will be your representation where your boat is.
Posted biblically accurate Miku in general.
Yeah.
Forbidden Miku.
Our middle school pics really don't do her justice now. At the family reunion, She's really cleaned up.
For reference, that player is also a fallen ASMR, and that is what happens when they go into the spooky mode. Alright.
I'm glad we got punished Miku.
Miku, punished. Alright, let me light up the way, at least.
Okay.
Don't lose your way.
Come on! Don't let your fears be
There
wrong.
appears to be a structure.
Yeah, no, there sure is. I'm gonna also have to go to other things so people...
It's a scruncher.
That's a big scruncher. Here, give me a moment. Give me a moment so I can...
And there's some sort of circle.
Yeah,
That's
that is
ominous.
a structure.
It's a cycle.
Let's see, is that gonna help? Okay, no, that's just a natural shadow cast. That one, forbidden. That one, forbidden.
The shadows remain cast.
The shadow remains cast. But yeah, as you walk along by here, you do notice about a 10-foot high raised wooden platform stands atop of a mossy. This wooden platform stands atop of a mound of mossy earth and mud. Yeah, there seems to be a clothesline attached to this. You do see some bullywugs that seem to be looking out through it. There seems to be a watchtower of some kind.
Do they seem
Oh!
friendly?
Oh! Happy's here for Miku? Yeah, I was asking, they had a boat, and I needed a place to remind her where the boat was. So I asked them what kind of Miku they wanted, so they got Forbidden Miku. I'm so glad you came in right when Miku arrived. It's like I summoned you.
So this is the watchtower, right?
Yes, it is Along the
alright.
Watchtower, my favorite Jimi Hendrix song.
Alright.
Is there a Joker and a thief?
You are not aware.
Wait a second. We have Chet who wants to steal everything, and I've just been telling jokes. We're the Joker and the thief.
Well, I'm here to
Looks
be.
concerned. Am I the Joker?
We're having a Joker moment right now because we found out we live in a society.
Society.
Alright. So. Alright. So, yeah. Fiver. Or Grizz, what are you doing?
Walking past the watchtower into the darkness.
Okay, you want to expand your horizons.
Just make sure there's a tomorrow because you don't want Zero Dawn.
I'll eliminate that tree. Illuminate this point. Let's see, what does that look like on stream? Okay, I'm not seeing... Do you see things? Because I don't see
Yes,
things. Oh wait, no, chat's the
I
one
see.
who has eyes. That's why I don't see things on stream.
Okay.
I don't
I
think.
see a walkway. I
Mhm.
see,
A move for eyes.
and I see like a circle.
Alright. Yeah, let me... God, this is such a pain how this module does not seem to properly light. Because I understand it's supposed to be fog here. And that's why it probably doesn't have the whole place illuminated, but also... But, like, also...
Also,
Also, they should have put the torches down for you ahead of
They
time.
really should have! Because I know, like...
I mean, they went through the trouble of putting the walls up, the dynamic lighting walls up,
Yeah!
and they apparently told you where to put the torches.
They did
Why
did when
didn't
I... They did when I came into... Let me check dynamic lighting there. Yeah, they do it around the beginning. And after that, you just do it like on periodic trees, which aren't helpful spots at all. Which is weird, because like I know Dungeon of the Mad Mage has very good lighting. Like that I don't have to worry a thing about. But yeah, you see the cauldron up above this sort of like hilltop, and you see two towers.
Oh, that's the tower stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
As we get nearer to the cauldron, can we smell anything, or is it just kind of
Let me check. I would say probably without any perception check, you do definitely smell sort of the smell of like slight burning. You know, like something's cooking a little bit.
But it's being left unattended. We should be good Samaritans here and go check it to make sure it ain't burning.
Yes. Also, are these two towers, are they made of wood or stone? Or
I would
something
assume wood, but I'm gonna double check to see if they say so. Alright. Tower in the south is wood, and the other tower... Yeah, they're both gonna be wood.
Alright. Well, Grizz isn't particularly interested in that yet, or
Okay,
has
Fiverr-
any reason to
Fiverr is back.
believe them. So Grizz is gonna
Yay!
go towards the cauldron.
Okay.
Using that energy?
Thank you, thank you.
Return
Hope
of
you
the
didn't
dad.
miss too much. There's a chance it might not. He didn't get to squish it,
Oh.
but he opened the window and he thinks it flew out. So fingers crossed.
It went out.
Yes, no death for me today. These stings.
Alright,
I hope not.
I'm gonna light this up a little bit more so you guys can see this area a bit better.
What's this?
They're going towards a cauldron that seems to be unattended on this little cliffside.
Oh.
Yeah. So, you walk
And,
up towards this cauldron. A bulbous green-black cauldron with a thick lid sits above a bed of hot coals on six, not sick, 6 sturdy iron logs that protrude from the curved bottom, like extremities of a crab. The wooden handle hangs from a lanyard looped around the lid's knob. It's about... Also, just to note the dimensions of it, because it says so. It seems to be about a 4-foot diameter and 3 feet tall.
Chad, I think this cauldron's halfway to turning into a crab.
Oh no, that's not good.
Everything becomes crabs.
I still doubt this, but you know.
No, I saw a video on Magic YouTube. It's...
Mewtwo? I love that platform.
Oh yeah, no. I love watching the half-orcish YouTuber known as Orcaplier.
Yeah, it does pretty good stuff, but I mean, Rumidori, that's an orc I could trust.
Alright. So, you go up to the cauldron. What would you like
call
to
me
do?
Nomi.
Oh, look.
Well, I don't know if we should disturb their meal. I don't know, are they cooking something? Fiverr wants to kind of waft the smells.
Do a perception check to get the smell check, because it is inside a nice little...
Oops.
Give it the
Wrong.
old sniffer.
That was persuade. I'm not trying to persuade the
I
smell.
would like to persuade the cauldron.
You can trust
Small
me.
mackerel of what you have inside.
I can't remember a single line, but it just reminds me of the Wallace and the Carpenter poem.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah. With the little clams. Poor clams.
Clam.
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 Does it smell like clams, though?
Yeah, it's not really... You can't really get a great smell for it. Yeah, it doesn't you can't really pinpoint what it is. It's a little musty, a little cat. It's
Cat?
weird. You can't pinpoint exactly what the smell is.
Well, it doesn't smell like food, y'all. Could this
No,
be
it doesn't smell like food.
Grizz wants to take a little peek-see, and then use his herbalism kit proficiency to try and take. A
So
guess
how do you
at
want
what
to try
it
to do
might
Pixie?
be.
There is a lid on it.
I mean, assuming the lid has like a handle that
It does have a handle.
But it's an
it
all
doesn't-
metal
doesn't
handle.
appear that it is going to burn his hand. He will use the handle to lift up the lid.
As
Take a
you
little peek-see.
touch the lid, it is quite hot to touch. It's not enough to do damage, but it's like, ah, ooh, okay. And you try to open up the lid, and there is, like, it feels like heavy. Like, you can't just open it real quick. And as you do, can I do the thing? Does the map let me? I would love to know if the map lets me. Is it that way?
Let you?
Let me?
It's a mimic cauldron.
Oh no!
No. Oh. Okay. He's gonna.
It's a Malmic.
Okay, that's
The
kind of
cauldron.
lame how they didn't do that. But anyway, as you try to move it, have it open, and it sort of fails, the cauldron shakes as the base of the cauldron seems to have its feet animate into almost like dog paws as it'll start to walk away from you because I cannot move the cauldron for some reason. I will show you a measurement of where the cauldron will go. It can go. The cauldron will attempt to get right here. I'll see if I can get a quick cauldron. Let's see, what would I have to represent cauldron?
I'm sure you can find a cauldron.
Yeah, there's
Well,
the free.
when I was
archive
doing the
stuff.
boat,
Yeah.
it wasn't being happy with me finding boat.
Aw.
So let's see what I feel like is good cauldron proxy. Ooh, I'll have my favorite. I'll have one of my favorite pogs. I don't get to use that often anymore. I'll just expand him so the whole world can see. Look at this boy. Look at this lad.
Oh hey,
Newspaper kobold.
Yeah.
I used that for an NPC in the Kobold game.
Yeah. His name is Kobe.
Aw.
Anyway, to reduce Colby.
In my campaign, his name is Walnut.
Oh, perfect. But yeah, the cauldron has been moved.
hope they
Yeah,
were-
it seems to move there, and as it moves, there seems to be like, okay, I have to show these now because I know these are seen, or these are tokens. These six, there seems to be these pieces of coal all start moving around. Oh no, I'm gonna move you, Grits, just so I'm just gonna move you guys a little bit so it's a bit easier to do this.
Okay.
A giant sign that says D18 pops up.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I see that too.
Oh wait, it shows that? What the fuck? Go to the.
Yeah, I think you accidentally concluded
Oh my
that.
god, I'm just a kid and life's a nightmare.
That's all of our experience.
Like
It's my experience.
So embarrassed I didn't have like unmuted.
Scoob, this was
I
so
like
needed.
Scoob. I
Okay.
like Scoob.
Alright,
The sandwich.
okay, alright, I'm out of roll 20 health. As these various pieces of coal seem to. I want to get all of you now. I don't want to just get one of you, colon. Alright. I want to get all your brothers and sisters here, okay?
Nat King Cole.
Sprouses, get together.
Alright,
Stick together.
so all these pieces of coal are gonna try and move over along to the cauldron, and probably the last one you see start moving. These coals are very quick, very easy to just like they just sort of float on by. They sort of like scurry on by, almost like those like pieces of soot from Spirited Away.
Yes.
But there's like one little guy that's like just sort of like sitting there and like looks up a bit, and seems a bit bewildered that there is no shelter underneath it. It's like, wah! What language does everyone speak again?
I got Elvish and Sylvan. Thieves' camp. Is this a thief coal?
Hey, Zebediah, I think chat only knows Common and Orcish, correct?
And I know Aaron. He doesn't happen to be a bird, is he?
Okay, you would understand it. It's a bit of a heavy accent.
What?
Yes.
Because it's under Primordial, and they're all the same language. It would just be more of like, say, like a person from America trying to understand a Scotsman, where it's like, I know what you're saying, but why are you saying it like that?
Speaking Glasgowese.
Yeah. he is speaking, like, to you, who is like, oh yeah, like, you're probably speaking, like, the equivalent of, like, really fast, like, Southern, like, for the English comparison. Like, I feel like Orin's, like, the very fast-paced one, so it'd be, like, if you are a car salesman, that's probably the pace that most other Primordials will hear, like, your language.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
speak orange, do you?
Nah, boy, I say boy.
This one's probably more of, like, at a pace of, like a Scots, where it's, like, the pace you think is consistent, but then there's, like, a weird, like, increase or decrease of volume. It's a little bit more sporadic, and it's a lingual differences, so it's a bit like, oh, what? Okay, you're not ready for it, but you do understand as it just goes, like, it's, like, confused as it looks over, and it just goes, like, you want in the cauldron?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's in there? It smells good.
I don't know, my job's just to light the fire.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. Wait, did you say you're hungry?
Yeah, don't you eat out of mysterious pots?
I mean, I don't eat out of mysterious pots. I'm more like to keep myself well lit, especially in this very damp place. Not a big fan of it.
And you want to steal it?
Yeah. But that thing's got a special word that I hear the missus likes to use whenever she comes on by and works on her, like, cooking, I guess. If you want, I'm willing to share that word if you were to solve my hunginess.
Do tell.
Well,
I say, do tell.
well, if I must insist, he attempts to do a accent similar to yours. It does not work. It's not that great.
It's honestly quite insulting.
It's insulting, but you can tell the intent is not insulting. It's just ignorance.
It's like when a British person tries to say hamburger.
Hamburger, yes.
Hamburger.
Yes. This place has been quite damp. I don't like the wood. It's not as crisp to eat around here. If you could somehow find me some drier wood, I would greatly appreciate it. And, well, if the sound of the word were to slip out of my happy little crackles, who's to stop me?
Are we dealing with the little fire thing from goddamn House Moving Castle?
Farmer just leans in. What's he saying? What does he want?
Trade for a magic word. The cauldron's word.
What does he want?
And
What does he want for a trade?
he wants something dry to eat.
Dry wood would be great.
Well, I got my dry
nods,
humor.
He doesn't seem to understand you. He knows that you, like, said something as if it is a joke. He blinks.
Nice.
Where are we gonna find dry wood in a swamp?
That's a very good question.
Fiverr pulls out a torch.
Oh, no, he wouldn't understand it. He wouldn't understand it. I'm sorry. I rescind my funny joke.
Better idea, Fiverr.
Aren't they fire? Couldn't we just place some firewood next to them, let them dry it, and then they can eat it? Like, let them cook the wood?
Well, that's not very nice to make them prepare their own meal. That'd be like saying to a dog, I got all your food, I got all ingredients for your food, now make it yourself. Like, why would you do that?
Dog would just eat it anyway.
Yeah.
That said, what Fiverr said, I'm gonna pull, all of the torches out of my pack.
Okay.
And, let him eat up.
Alright. I'll let this... Yeah, no, that should work.
They
Alright.
even have a little spice of oil.
So... You give him that, and he sort of, like, appraises... He sort of does, like, a little... He walks up to you. Let's grab the torches. He appraises it carefully. Does like a little lick test, and sees like the torch sort of ignite already. And it's like, oh, okay. Ooh, it's got a bit of a like almost I think I've heard the word a little bit of an alcohol, a little bit of a grease taste to it. Ooh. Yes, no, I do like this. All right.
Alcohol and grease, the best taste.
Yeah, no, it's a great combination. I've heard. I haven't had a real lick of that myself. And it, as you offer it, it just swipes it, like, and then like scurries underneath the cauldron like a raccoon would in a tight spot, to enjoy its nice treat as like a reward. And in private, like many animals like to.
Like a reward.
It's like, you know, when dogs have something and they go to a corner, it's like, you can't see me eat it. It's like doing that. And as you do that, you, chat, hear of the crackles and happy little munchies and crunchies. You hear the word. That's the word. No. You hear the word spittle spew.
Spittle spew. Interesting. Difficult question. Because I can only mimic the word. Am I?
I will say, if you did want to mimic, it would count.
If I want to mimic it, what?
It would count. Because I would say if it would say it like, because it's probably like more of a Sylvan word, and it's probably just heard her say it a lot. So it's not like say if someone said the password was dog and would say like dog is the password whenever they open the door, like someone who was like listening in on wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that's gonna be the hund, you know? It's like, no, that's not how that works, you know? So if you mimicked it, it would be fine.
Okay, then seems like that. One sec. Actually, I just think I'd grab the handle and say spittle spew.
All right, you say the word spittle spew, and you see the lid, like there's like a little ring around it, and it looks very thin as it drops, but then when it hits the ground, it's like Rock Lee, where it's like boom! Just a big slam, a big impact. Some of the coals like rustle around in a little bit of a panic before settling under this cauldron again. And you may ask, what's cooking? Because the module asks that.
Yeah, what's cooking?
What's
Inside,
cooking
That's
good
all I
looking?
wanted to know the whole time.
inside the cauldron is a bubbling, frothy, gray-black liquid that... I'm not going to tell you that because you don't have things ready. Yeah, that's all the details you get. Mm-hmm. What are you using herbalism for?
I was using it to say, maybe I can use herbalism proficiency to, like, figure out what it is. But, apparently no.
No. I have found out, if you want to try this, or in the future, there is a rule in Xanathar's guide that does say you can apply, kits and tool proficiencies onto another skill to give yourself advantage, if you want to try something like that.
So what would that be, like an Arcana check?
Arcana would be the best.
Okay. Well then, I'll just roll Arcana now since it's the same modifier as herbalism.
Oh, well,
Okay,
Fate
yeah,
said it
no.
was going to be 9, so you're not quite sure. This is a weird cooking. You've never seen cooking like this before. You've never
I
seen
I would
something.
like to roll Southern.
Roll
to see what-
Southern? You want to roll Southern?
Joking. I'm joking.
Well, Fiverr also like notices Grizz using a herbalism kit and is like, "Oh, hey, let me help out because he knows herbalism too."
Alright, you could do the same thing there of rolling with advantage on a skill check that would be appropriate, so Arcana would be good for this.
Arcana.
Yes.
All right. Give me a moment here. Boom. And then you said advantage.
You have
so
advantage, yep.
Boom. That one's big.
With a 20, okay. You can tell as you're sort of like messing around, like trying to confer what kind of materials are in here. Firstly, you notice the most that it wasn't quite cat that was the smell. It's a smell of very roasted frog, because you do notice as you're like sort of mixing it around, trying to compare it to other like herbs and everything, you notice like occasionally tidbits of frog, some glittery looking wings of a bug of some kind. You can tell it's definitely magical. The liquids does seem
Important
to...
clarification.
Yes.
You say pieces of frogs. Do you mean normal frogs, or do you mean
These
bullywugs?
frogs.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
bits and pieces. Like, you probably see, like, the bulb of a frog toe. You're not sure to what degree that is. It does seem a bit smaller, because it wasn't immediately observed. But you don't know if that could mean bullywug babies. You're not sure.
Well, bullywug babies would be tadpoles, probably. I don't know how bullywugs
You don't know.
work.
You don't know
But they probably
bullywugs.
wouldn't have feet.
You don't even know.
But I don't know. I don't know bullywugs.
man.
I don't know their lore.
It could be a polywag.
Anyway, as I was saying, you do notice as you're
Okay.
sort of messing around with the herbs, the herbs seem sort of changed a little bit as they sort of mix around. You notice that they get a lot damper, and not just because of it exposed to like liquids. It seems like it have like a little bit of a sliminess to it. Some have like, some seem to grow the little wings similar to the weird bug wings you're sort of seeing in there. Those seem a bit rarer. But yeah, no, it seems whatever this does, it seems to sort of transform things to a degree. You're not quite sure exactly how, but yeah.
I say specifically to Grizz, like talking to the whole group, but trying to like help teach Grizz. Be like, okay, I saw you were trying to use herbalism. That's pretty cool. Like, I see you missed this bit here. And if you see here, these are like some sort of transforming things in these herbs, particular. Like, this is very interesting, and I hope you take note.
Grizz seems, Grizz is very impressed. Wow, you know a lot about, this kind of stuff.
as a doctor, it's, important to be knowledgeable in all aspects of biology, and there's definitely frogs here, but it seems almost like it's transforming. There's some bugs in here too. I don't know if it's combining or taking from both to create something new. But
Some
it's
sort of
definitely
transformation magic. Maybe
Yeah.
to turn someone into a frog, or
Or
to let
turn a
them breathe underwater, or something like that.
yeah,
I
or
don't
give
know.
a frog a flight. It could be either way. I'm not really sure here. I'm very unfamiliar with this particular thing, but there's something going on, and I don't know if I feel super comfortable in it. Unless, this could just be a custom I'm not used to in this society. I'm not here to judge.
Well,
But,
whatever it is, it doesn't seem like food, so.
yeah, we shouldn't eat it.
Chat wants to kind of duck his head down and get on the level with the coal gremlin, or
Oh.
whatever this boy is.
For a moment, I thought you were gonna
Fire
say
method,
like
I'm
dunk
guessing.
your head into the cauldron.
Oh no.
No. I need to look before I leave.
Okay.
Now boy.
Unless it's into a well.
Mhm.
There's
What? You hear like mouthful, a sharp crack.
does the lady ever drink from here?
I mean, I mostly see her. I mostly see her. Take like samples, like in a pot or like in bottles. I haven't seen her drink it. I'm mostly eating wood that she gives me.
Okay. Thanks, bud.
No problem, bud.
I forgot I gave him all of my torches already.
Could
I
share mine.
wanted to throw something extra.
I mean, we got a nice looking staff. To be fair, that staff would probably be pretty damp now.
Yeah. I definitely want to take some vials from my herbalism kit.
I will say, for DM purposes, so you know, it does specifically say if you want the effect of this, you'll need a pint.
Oh, okay.
Just to let you know, because I notice it here, it's sort of specific. That's why I wanted to let you know. So it'd be like probably, I would think less than the pint. That's probably like a good glass full, more than a vial, I would guess.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you that more as a DM.
Hold that much. Yeah.
Like, more if you had like a potions bottle.
Well, it's not like this area can change, but we can always come back.
And you know the password.
Maybe we can find something along the way that can house more of the essence.
Bum. Alright. And that. Grizz is gonna keep on going his little old way.
Riz, where are you going?
I'm just looking around.
I just am perceiving. Now, can
Alright, be
you
careful, I trust you.
wait for me to show you what you can perceive?
Yes.
Okay.
Solve.
Oh, chat, I'm gonna need you to move, just so we can
Yeah, I'll
have
follow.
stream. You know what? I'm actually just gonna give chat eyes on.
We should just give chat eyes on everyone.
Yeah.
I have all of the eyes.
See, I was thinking like, oh, it'd be real funny if I gave eyes on chat because it's chat. Haha.
Home, home, har, har, ho, ho.
Woohoo.
Haha.
Aha, hee hee, ha ha, ho ho, I'm going. How's that fun go?
Alright. Okay. Alright. So, yeah, you see those towers there. See this pathway.
Can I do a quick aside ask question?
You could do a quick aside ask question.
Because it happened when I was escaping imminent death.
Yeah.
Who is this Miku character?
Oh, that's your
here?
bow. I put that as a placeholder for your bow, and
Okay.
I gave I gave a variety of Miku options, and they were most interested in Forbidden Miku.
Okay, cool. I will know this.
Funny
is
enough, the player who plays that Miku did come into chat shortly after the Miku appeared, so it was Miku.
Oh yeah, the Happy Sea. I replied
Yeah,
to that. I was like,
yeah.
what I thought too. Miku boat, got
Miku, but
it.
Oh my god, it's Hatsune
Miku.
Miku.
Hatsune Miku.
One of the OG VTubers.
No. If we're talking about OG VTubers, wouldn't that be Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, do you want? So where are you going? What are you looking at, Grizz? Are you looking at this tower? Are you looking to go across the bridge? Where are you going? Where are you looking?
Well, I think Grizz is gonna cross the bridge because he's come to it.
All right.
I'm being hailed.
Yeah, Fiverr follows.
Let's see. Do see more. How much do see more?
Oh, that's an elf.
Do see a fellow there. Just a little guy.
Grizz will wave at this individual and say hello in Sylvan.
As you say that in Sylvan, they give you a bit of a smile and it's like, do a bit of a insight check real quick.
Okay. 8.
Yeah, they're saying hi back.
In a different language.
They just wave. They just wave back.
I imagine they're doing that little white person smile, like,
Hmm?
I need to go do a thing real quick. So
Alright, I'm just
shall be-
looking over this area real quick. Oh, okay, it's this guy. Okay, cool. Alright.
Fiverr waves as well to let the elf-like person know.
I will say, as you guys
This is
enter
Ramo.
here, I will give some flavor text.
Mm.
As you sort of wave to this elf, oh, okay. I figure out that I have to, like, chat does not fully see everything at the same pace as you because I have to, like, move. I have to, like, jolt the window to be like, yep, it's around. Alright. So, as you enter upon this toadstool patch, and you guys greet this wood elf here, your heart suddenly feels cold, filling you with a sense of loneliness that borders on despair. Haunting, melancholy tune plays on a flute reaches out to you from somewhere within the fields over the toadstools, and I will change the music because the vibe says otherwise. Because, you know, sometimes when it's been a while since I've reread this, so it's like, oh, it's this guy. Let's see. I feel like this boy's got melancholy vibes, so I'll put some Dark Souls music on.
Oh,
Like sad Dark Souls.
we're gonna help him be happy again.
Let's see, where is it? Where's my sad, dark soul? Muzak? Muzak. Oh, there it is.
Aww.
But yeah, as they sort of like wave to you back, it's with a smile that seems
Empty.
it's a smile, not the best one you've seen. He's double checking, isn't he? Yep, it is he. The slender elf has pale blue skin and black hair that sits curled in the shadow of a gray 6-foot tall toadstool, playing a somber tune on his double up flute.
His music calls to me.
Sad, sad music.
So they are actively playing the flute.
Yes.
Grizz is going to step forward and attempt to match their notes.
Alright, do a performance check.
All right. Can I use my proficiency in my instrument?
I think it's more just enabling you to play it through that instrument. Like, that's a good question, but I did check when I was looking at Xanathar's, like, earlier this week. It seemed to be mostly specifically for, like, tool proficiencies, encouraging people to pick up tools like, say, cobbler, navigation and whatnot. So, I think it's just the means of you performing. Like, you know how to use that instrument.
Okay. And I don't know how to use this instrument.
Alright. He, as you sort of play your instrument, it's kind of like you know how to do the high notes. But the thing is, this guy's not doing high notes for his song. So there's like one, and it sort of gets them off the vibe, and it goes like, I'm sorry. I'm not really,
Grizz is embarrassed and moves to the back of the party.
As he does, like, no, hey,
No.
kid, no, you're learning. You're fine. It's... Like, no, I'm sorry that I thought you could just step on in. I wasn't ready for an impromptu duet.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. No, you don't have to be sorry. No. No, you're not the one who's sorry. It's not your fault.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. What are you guys doing here? You guys aren't. Yeah, no, you guys aren't from around here, I'm guessing.
Oh, we're just visiting. But your song called to me.
Really? This did?
It strikes a chord in my heart.
Cord.
Oh, man.
Mage hand, a little side jab on
Mhm.
Zeb.
Really, because, I don't know, none of my music's been hitting right lately, but, yeah, hey, I gotta ask, just curious, what would bring you guys around here? Like, do you know what this place, like, actually is?
I don't know whose it was before the Bullywugs game.
I mean, it's been the Bullywugs place, but here, I'll make his icon bigger to scale with everyone else because it's the NPC and
He's so tiny. I thought he
yeah,
was
it's like oh no, he's,
right.
Yeah, I was surprised that the Bullywugs were small.
I think because like it's supposed to be like
they're-
each square is supposed to be 10 feet instead of 5 feet, but still
Oh, okay.
it feels
I
weird.
didn't
For my,
realize it was a non-standard scale.
yeah,
Yeah.
um,
Oh, that's why I can move halfway.
Yeah.
Between squares.
But no, it's always
Yeah.
been, as far as I know, the bullywugs. They've become more popular recently, but no,
Are
you
they
know
working
who
with
lives here, right?
We talking? We're talking like Faye.
I mean,
Bavlorna
Yeah.
Blightstraw?
as you say that, the chill in the air gets even colder, and goes like, he tries to like cover you saying that. Lency realizes that you're like saying her name.
Mm-hmm.
He like quickly gets like a real high note on his flute and like looking over towards the fog in the center of the lake.
Oh, should we not say the name?
I mean, I know you're definitely not around here then, because names have power. Alright? And if you say that name enough, she might know you're here. And I don't know if that's something you want. If you want my advice, she's not the help you want ever.
She's someone who is not good upon this land?
We know that. Yes.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
She's-
say that. If you want a personal example, I've got one. There's a very forced smile upon their blue lips. You know, it may not come as a surprise. I wasn't always like this, and I bet you're I'm surprised you guys aren't just shuddering right now. There's a reason why, you know, I'm sort of in this own spot here. That's because, one day, you know, you don't end a relationship well. Try to seek advice. You say some names wrong, or you say the wrong name at the wrong time. Get someone's attention saying that they'll help, and, well, it'll cost your heart.
Hmm.
Are we talking figurative or literal?
Yes.
Fair enough.
No, I think...
You do seem to have.
Yeah, because when I was last bargaining with her, she took out my heart and put in some other thing's heart inside of me, but I think it's only there to pump my blood and doesn't do anything else.
You are looking a bit pale.
Yeah.
A little blue, not just from your song.
Well,
Listen.
Fiver's a doctor. Maybe he can help.
This is true. I've done some heart surgery on the fly out in the field, but heart surgery nonetheless.
Sure. I haven't sought out a doctor before. If you want to do a checkup, feel free.
Fiverr would do a medicine check.
Do a medicine check.
Aw, never mind.
It's weird. Cause even with the fail, the thing is, you know, like sometimes doctors will, like, go up with patients and to them, when they're doing like the physical and everything looks fine. The body is working how it should. Like, heart rates.
Yep, that heart sure is pumping blood.
Yeah, it's pumping blood. Vitals seem normal. It's less of a thing of you, like, messing up and bumbling as a doctor, but it's like, you know the body is functioning normally, you just don't notice anything that may be abnormal about it. As far as you know, this person physically is healthy. You're not sure why everything else is the way it is.
After checking pulse, going all against the neck and feeling the wrist, Barbara says, "There's nothing I can see abnormal about your vitals. Maybe it's something within, something mental or emotional."
I think it has to do with the heart swap. Like,
Wait, you had a heart transplant?
yeah, I was
Dude
I
said
was saying that. Yeah.
Whoa.
Fiverr, have you not been listening?
No, you know what? I don't blame
No.
you. I wouldn't blame you
Buddy,
not wanting
buddy.
to listen in on a guy just telling his woes.
Buddy.
I thought it was figurative. I'm sorry.
I said yes.
Fiverr, we gotta remember, this place works on dream logic.
Like, my heart
Yeah.
was
yeah.
taken, and I think my heart also was taken.
Hold on, but real quick,
Where
I
did
just
they
want
put your
to...
heart?
Well, I would,
Do they have it, or did they put it in something else?
I don't really remember where, but she should have it. She doesn't like leaving that place.
I mean,
We'll
realistically,
get it back.
yeah, that can happen, but that might not solve the problem, because ultimately, again, if I remind you, this place works on storytelling. Buddy, do you have any great
In that
flaw
case,
or thing that you need to overcome?
I mean, getting my heart back would be a great thing to overcome. I mean, I know.
then you can come with us. And
Yeah.
we'll get it back together.
He looks more. He looks more like. I don't know if I want. Look.
We're stronger together.
That's very optimistic, and I appreciate.
Grizz
The
equipped
optimism.
shield and stick.
Yeah. There's a reason why I haven't left, and that's because it's there. But I don't know.
Your heart's not in it.
Huh. I guess so. Like, he says this as if he didn't think about it like that before.
Look, bud, I know you don't feel that way right now, but the only way to solve the problem is recognize you have a problem, and you do. So what's the next step, bud?
Let's do something about it.
There you go. And here's the thing, we're gonna be doing the adventure-y, knocky-draggy thing just because that's what we're doing. It's what we came here for. And we can get your heart, but ultimately, think about this place. Would it solve the issue? Because you didn't do it.
Maybe. I might. I could definitely.
I walk up and hold on. I'm going to double check I'm reading this right. Yeah. I walk up, put my hand on the guy's shoulder, and
Okay, guys.
cast.
Gotta do the
Harold.
peanut gallery suggestion.
Yeah, just heroism. I'm trying to encourage this
No,
guy
you-
to
Yeah.
take the destiny in their own hands.
As you place this warm, because you are a very warm presence, and as you touch him, he is cold to the touch, like as if you just walked into a freezer. And for a moment, as you place your hand on him, there's a bit of a warmth. It's not much, but it's like instead of him being out in the cold, he's got a glove on for now. And the warmth sort of spreads over just a little bit. And he looks over. Alright. Okay. I'll help you out. But I do gotta let you know. She is not someone you want to fight. I understand. I'm just guessing this because you're wandering around here, probably to deal with that if you said her name. But she wants to bargain. So that's all that things like her want to do.
We could steal it.
You could.
I have a way of turning
Like-
invisible.
Yeah, I would say you'd have to be very sneaky, but it's also her home. I know she very much likes being in her little pool. She likes to moisten up in there. And so, like, maybe tough getting in, but without getting noticed. But if you can get through the front door, I guess, afterwards.
Wait, I'm cursed. I can't open doors without knocking. I would be a terrible thief.
Oh.
Same.
I'm sorry to hear who put that upon you.
I don't remember.
That's kind of why we're here.
Yeah, someone else can open the door.
Well, I would open the door, but yeah, we could do that.
What
And
if
here's
we go and talk to her, and you are invisible, and then you can sneak around and find the heart?
I mean, I know I could move around quite a bit, hide a bit, but how? Can you make me invisible?
Uh-huh. And Grizz goes into his bag and pulls out a slightly smushed package which contains a cupcake of invisibility.
Oh! Oh shit!
Oh.
Fuck yeah!
Cluster damage.
Oh my god! Now that, good for you getting out the full power move from session 1. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, you guys go in and talk. I don't know how long you guys have been here, but one thing...
Like 2 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, in that case, I'm definitely gonna give you a quick crash course. One. Which is very much expect gifts. Otherwise, it's rude if you come in and don't give them a gift.
We'll need to prepare gifts then, okay?
And it doesn't have to be like, money, but like if it means something to you or has meant something to someone else. That's a good one. Also hair. Hair is a good one. Or like hair, blood, nails, weird things like that they really like.
Grizz, seems to shake his head. I think it's a bad idea to give, like, body parts to a hag.
Yeah, you know what? It may not have to be yours. I don't know. That's what
They like it is. Yeah.
it's something, it's one of those weird things. I don't know. That's what I got when I was asking around what to give. Yeah, so, gotta do that. If she offers you anything, they're gonna be mad if you don't take it. But same can go for you guys. Or you could offer her something and it'd be rude for her to refuse.
Good to know.
Okay.
Like, I know around here, thievery, that's sort of been a bit loose, but they're a bit harsher on the other two main rules around here. And they will not hold back. They may turn you into a frog, they may make you unable to speak for who knows how long, or who knows what.
Zeb chuckles at not being able to speak. I've been through that, bud.
I've tangentially been through that. I mean, you remember the bubble.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see him try.
Grizz, says, "I've never been a frog before."
I don't think this is the kind of frog you want to be.
Yeah, this seems permanent.
Perma
Oh.
frog.
Well, that sounds less fun.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll
Still love
find you
you
some.
as a son all the same.
We'll find you some frogs to learn to transform into, bud. We'll figure it out.
All right. But
One more level, I'll be able to.
hey, it's probably gonna be very soon.
So I'd like to bet. I'd like to go study some alligators, because then I could turn into one later.
And I know we got some around here, but that's more.
That's for me.
Yeah. So, yeah. Are you guys? When are you guys
All right,
thinking about going over to
Okay.
the Lady of Frogs' house?
That's the plan. But first, we gotta be ready with some gifts, because I don't know if we have things to give. So we gotta
outside of
prepare first.
outside of in-universe conversation,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it monetary or emotional value?
Emotional value would be most preferred.
Okay.
Because, like, if you gave, like, I would say if it's monetary, if you gave them, like, a jewel or something, they'd probably take it. Because, you know, they could probably use that for spells, but if you gave them, like, $50, like, that's, no. Like, they'd take
But
it, but that's
it-
not...
It needs to be a thing that means something,
Yeah,
right?
it needs to matter to you.
Matter. You
Precise.
you also said matter to someone else,
This
right?
is true. Like, say if you... Because this is sort of a hag rule I've incorporated from a campaign I've been in for almost 2 years, and has hags as the main antagonists. But, like, one gift we've given was, like, a love letter, or, like, the final letter from, like, this boy that was killed, like, to his sister or something. And, like, that's a huge significant thing, but, like, not to us. But it's like, hey, this meant something a lot to this one person.
So
As, like,
here's
an
my
example
thought.
to someone else.
Grizz sighs and says, "We could give her the potion of advantage that we won."
No, I have a thought. I
would-
still have the mask of the golden lion.
That would be an excellent gift.
Very personal.
Like,
yeah.
like as a DM, that's gonna be a good gift. That would be very
Because
well
A, it's a character I played, so there's emotional value in the performances I put on. But also, he's a hero character that people invested emotion into
Mhm.
and received catharsis from me beating bad guys.
Mm-hmm. But also, I want you to keep in mind, of course, as you go on, you would need at least 2 other gifts, assuming you don't meet them again.
No, but I was just thinking,
Right,
like,
but
that's
for now, that's a good gift. I just wanted to keep you aware you may have to pay your gifts, depending on how many times you see them.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so this is also a question that I want to ask. We'll probably reconfirm when Rhiannon comes back, but I know we've been almost going for 3 hours, and I feel like this is sort of a good point because this could make us have the goal of going towards the Hag House, where he would know. Oh, I should probably introduce his name. Hey, I'm gonna make God be quiet right now. I realized you guys are offering this great kindness, and I haven't even offered you the title I go by. I go by Octavian.
You can call
I
it Grizz
grab-
or dog. Either's fine.
I grab Octavian by the neck, kind of like in a bro jockey kind of way. It's like, "Aye, bud, Zebediah."
All right. Got Zebediah. We got a dog,
Grizz nods.
and should I call you the bird? He points over to Chat.
Chat.
Chat. Okay. And we can say Fiber introduces them themselves because you know.
Yes. Rhiannon has stepped away for a moment.
Yeah. They've had a biological break. And
That sounds like it'd be a special move in a JRPG.
biological break.
Bio break.
But yeah, out of character, I want to ask, because again we're approaching time, about 3 hours. Do we want to stop here? And if so, what do we want to do next session? Do we want to go straight to Hag House because he does know where the Hag House is, or do you guys want to keep exploring?
I think calling it here is good, but I would say that we should tell Octavian that we will be back, continue exploring the village, keeping an eye out for things that we might use as gifts when we speak to the hag, and then come back and go to the Hag House.
Okay, I will say
that's my thought process.
I will say
We could always drag the emo boy along for goofs and gags.
you could.
That's true.
Oh.
And they know the place, so maybe they would want to come.
Yeah.
Maybe we can.
Hey, Brandon. Two things I want to establish. One, I forgot to introduce the boy, and the boy's name is Octavian.
Okay.
And secondly, we're deciding to end here, but we're just talking about what we want to do for next session. Because I was offering, do we want to go straight to Witch, or do we want to still explore? KV has suggested to explore, to get some possible ideas for gifts. But also...
I'm okay with exploring.
Alright. And I do want to give a little bit of metagame here, now that we're close to the Witch. There are two ways to level up in this game, primarily. And that is going to other parts of the Feywilds. That would be if you went out of Hither to either Tither or Yon. Or when you first encounter a hag and survive. So, if you just even met the hag and you leave, like have a conversation with it, like actually be in the same room and everything, have an encounter, and then leave, you could get a level. So, I'll pose that on the floor in case you guys want to try and level up next session.
That is good to know. Perhaps we should attempt to have a conversation with this hag, and then leave, and then take a long rest, and then decide what to do.
Maybe. That's why I sort of really want to propose, like, hey, do I want to do this? Because, you know, hags are very social creatures. It probably is better to talk to them than fight them.
Yeah, I think that's more wise.
So, that is, of course, if that's what you guys want, or if you want to explore first, it's all up to you. I just also know you guys have been in this level for a little bit. Don't know how much you're eager to get next level or whatnot. But I just want to be pretty transparent about that, because before I was being a bit more vague about it the beginning of the game, because like it's pretty ambiguous if there are hags or what the main antagonist is till you go through Hither. So that's why I wanted to drop that now. Well, it's sort of close, and I don't want you guys to feel like, oh, we could have leveled up the whole time.
Yeah, especially after the fight with the rabbit folk.
Yeah,
Zeb got really messed up real quick.
Well, that's also partially because I misrolled real dumb.
Yeah.
But no, I will be fair. That boss is pretty wild, especially for supposedly a level 2 party. Not
Yeah, we
even
kicked his
imagining
ass.
level 3. Like, he doesn't go for the kill, but still, it's like, oh my god, what?
Yeah.
And I wasn't even using his evasion or like uncanny dodge that he does have. I just forgot about that. But yeah, that's something to maybe discuss rather now or off stream for you guys to think about.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. And
My thoughts are still that we should explore the village first,
Hmm?
and then
Yeah.
talk to the
Agreed.
hag.
Get as much information as we can.
got it.
We're at the beginning of a Deus Ex level. We're just getting all the information before we start doing this stuff.
Yeah.
I do think if the plan becomes to fight the hag, though, we should attempt to meet her and level up first, and then plot her demise.
Agreed.
Well, at least we have one gift that we can give.
I don't
Yeah,
want to give
and-
her my potion of advantage, but we can.
No, I'm just saying my mask.
I know, but I was saying that I
Yeah,
had
I mean, magic items are always good. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with something that has a story behind it.
Quick question.
Yes.
I have here on my inventory a pinky swear, which is a 1d4 to any roll. I can't remember, like, do I enact that at any time?
I think you have like the one roll until it is fulfilled. Like I think it's like once per day.
Ooh, you could give her the pinky swear.
Yeah, like, hey hag, come on in here. Let's pinky swear something.
And then transfer the gift.
Oh, okay. You can do that.
We're friggin' schnick out.
If we do explore more, we could potentially find more gift options to aid us in that conversation with the hag.
Yeah.
In case the ones we have fail. And she's just like, nah, I got lots of masks, and pinky swears mean nothing to me.
Alright. Well, that's all great things to
She's just a huge wrestling fan. Has a lot of Rey Mysterio merch.
Oh God.
So, in that case, is there anything else we want to talk about on stream?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree.
So, in that case, guys, what are we feeling? Are we feeling more, Pokemon or pirate vibes right now?
Ooh, I'm always in a Pokemon vibe. I have it etched into my skin.
Alright.
She's looking at me cuddling the heart on my wrist and like, Pokemon.
All vibes.
What was your answer, Rumi? Rumi?
All vibes.
All vibes?
Oh no, we
Yeah.
need a tiebreaker.
Rumi, I can't believe
Oh,
you're the
come
type of
on.
person who would, when I would ask, like, hey, what time can you do this? And you go, well, any time's good for me. And I'm just looking at you like, please, I need a specific time, otherwise we won't go anywhere with this.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, you'd never expect, you know?
Mhm.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
So, okay, I will, in that case, if we're going for all vibes, I'll go for the one that has slightly less views.
Yeah,
And-
give him a boost.
Yeah, the people who are on have like pretty decent views, but there is a couple VTuber couple that have models based off of Umbreon and Flareon. They're called the Eevee Duo,
Aww.
and it
I
looks
was
like they're doing.
expecting Espeon on that second one, but
Yeah, I think
I
so,
like
but
Flareon.
hey, I appreciate giving Flareon some appreciation.
Yeah, Flareon doesn't get enough love.
Yeah.
Too many competitive vibes, stifling.
Yeah.
The
I don't know.
greatness
Consider it
of
with an assault vest.
Flareon.
Like that is
Used to
literally
be a
its
couple
ideal
YouTubers.
state of existence. But yeah. With that, thank you for anyone who stopped by, whether past, present, or future. I hope you have a nice day or evening and have something nice to look back on. And I wish you a bye-bye. I don't know about anyone else.
I wish you bye too.
So long, farewell. Avita Zane, goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
See
Wow.
you next time.
While we're not saying goodbye.
I thought I said goodbye.
She said bye.
I did it. I rated